Old rivalries never die. In their past, old Tappan Golden Knights came prepared, but tended to come up short. The last time these two played, the Patriots won, but lost their star quarterback and leader, Mike Giampapa. A defensive battle is anticipated, with star offensive players Ray Van Penen and Danny DeSico leading the way for the Patriots, and Mogotok and Jamie Rowe leading the way for the Golden Knights. Will the Champs take this one, or will the Golden Knights pull off the upset? Throw out all past records on this one. It's playoff time. Wayne Hills, Old Tappan, now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Patriots Stadium for the first round of the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs, where the Wayne Hills Patriots are playing the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. I'm Andrew Gayo, David Suntup, and Jason Olephant alongside me. Gentlemen, now this Patriots defense, spectacular throughout this whole year. The past 2 years has been amazing, to say the least. Mogotok and Jamie Rowe, however, possess two-headed monster back there for the Golden Knights. These two, it's round 2 versus the Patriots. They played them already once. How's it going to look in the second time around?
Well, Wayne Hills, they have to clog up the middle of that defensive line. Scott Schultz and Matt Johnson are the keys here. Because Jamie Rowe and Mogotok, they love to run up the middle of the field. And if Scott Schultz and Matt Johnson could clog up those holes, then they have to look to run through the tackles. And that's where Dave Ogden and Kyle Hamburg come into play. Because they do a great job clogging up the holes so that it's really hard to run this Wayne Hills defense. And the linebackers, they'll have to be really quick and they have to shut down the running backs.
Yeah, Old Tappan revolves their offense around sensational running back Mogotok. He's tied for 12th in the state in scoring, has 1,101 rushing yards and 19 total touchdowns. So for Old Tappan to stand in this game, Mogotok needs to have a great game.
Ray Van Penen, the running back for the Wayne Hills Patriots, was the New Jersey Offensive Player of the Year last year. This year, he was hurt in the beginning at the Bosco scrimmage, came back. It's his 5th game back. In his 2nd game back, he played these Golden Knights of Old Tappan, 17 carries for 77 yards. He's still showing some ill effects of the injury. How important is it for the Patriots to get this young man involved?
Well, Ray Van Penen, he's the engine that makes this Patriots offense go. He's very powerful. He runs the ball really well, and they need to control the clock in this game because Old Tappan also loves to run the ball. And what Old Tappan wants, they want to march downfield and have a really long first possession. So Wayne Hills has to take Old Tappan out of the rhythm and run the ball. They have to give Ray Van Penen a lot of carries. He looked a lot better last week against Mawa. He was starting to get his speed and his agility back. So I think Ray Van Penen will have a big night tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. I expect Ray Van Penen to have a great game. It's his 5th game back. And besides Ray Van Penen, they have a 3-headed monster this year, Wayne Hills, with Carlton Morrison, Dan DeSico, and Ray Van Penen. So look for Wayne Hills to click on all cylinders at the running back position tonight.
Now, besides the running back, the man that calls the plays for the Patriots is Jeremiah Kale. Mike Giampapa is still hurt with his broken femur. Jeremiah, his first game, he came in relief of Giampapa against the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. Went 1 for 3 with an interception, but he had a 60-yard touchdown run, which basically boosted the Patriots to the victory. He looked a little rusty the next week or two, but then he came back against Mawa, showed a good game. How important is it for Jeremiah to play well in order to lead his Patriots to the promised land?
Well, Jeremiah, he's really developed a lot more continuity with his wide receivers, Mike Fulham and Scott Schultz especially. So look for them to have big nights. Jeremiah really has to get the ball out to them, run the play action, because the Golden Knights are going to be focused in on stopping Ray Van Penen. So if they could run the play action, get the ball out deep, I think they'll be very successful. And also watch for a couple of trick plays. Maybe you'll see a flea flicker or a wide receiver handoff or the bubble screen like Coach Olson loves to use.
Yeah, the bubble screen is a play that they like to use a lot with their running backs. But speaking of Mike Fulham, last week against Mawa, he had a huge game, 2 touchdowns. So I expect Mike Fulham and Scott Schultz to have big games here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a privilege here. The young man on my left, and your right, had a chance to speak to Jeremiah Kale, the quarterback for your Wayne Hills Patriots. Let's see what he had to say.
Jeremiah Gayo, number 2. At free safety.
Welcome to the In the Locker Room Report. I'm David Suntup alongside quarterback number 2, Jeremiah Gayo. So Jeremiah, against Maripo, you guys struggled on offense. How are you able to put it all together this week and beat the undefeated Mawa Thunderbirds?
Well, this week we were more prepared. We had more time, I guess. We were able to focus on their defense. We knew their defense a lot more. We studied film for a while, got to know their defense, and found out their weak points, and I think we picked them apart pretty well.
In that Olephant game, when Mike Giampapa went down with the leg injury and Coach Olson told you, Jeremiah, you're going to be the quarterback now, what went through your mind at first?
Well, I mean, I was first a little nervous, but then knowing that I can do it, and I have a great coach who can help me understand the defenses more, and he taught me very well, taught me how to read the defenses, what to do in certain situations. I studied film for a while with him. We went through almost every aspect of the defense, what they can do in certain situations, what I should look for during certain downs, and I was able to read the defense and understand the offense more and be able to connect with my players more by having extra weeks in.
You're about to play in your 4th game at quarterback for Wayne Hills. How are you different at quarterback now than you were when you first stepped on the field as a varsity quarterback?
Well, like always, when the first time you start, usually not the best that you are, but being able to prepare, understand the offense, the defense more, and being able to understand how my players work, and we work more as a team now, knowing that I know more about their defense and more with what my line can do, what my backs can do, the limitations, and just doing what I can do and having more time for me, more experience is always the best.
How are you able to develop more chemistry with your wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends?
Well, sometimes after practice we do stay later so I can understand exactly how they're going to be breaking, what they're going to be doing in certain plays, and just knowing, just always being with them, throwing the ball, tossing them around whenever we have free time, just always focusing on what we have to do.
You played Old Tappan the first time you came in when Mike Giampapa got hurt. What are you going to do differently this time against the Old Tappan defense than you did the first time you played them?
Well, the week before Old Tappan, I wasn't really focusing so much on offense, considering that I didn't think I'd be playing quarterback. And I know some part of their defense. I know they run a 3-5 and the weak points of their defense. But now that I have a week to prepare as a quarterback, understand them, watch films constantly, I think that our offense is going to be able to do a lot better than we did last time. We won't have as many limitations as we did as soon as I go in there, considering I didn't know all the plays. I knew most of them, but knowing all of them usually helps you out a lot more.
So now you're only playing quarterback, you're not playing cornerback anymore. How much different is it now that you only have to worry about the quarterback duties and now not worrying about defense anymore?
Well, quarterback's it's a pretty difficult position. You have to understand the whole offense. You have to understand what the defense is going to do in certain situations. On defense, I just have to make my reads on the offensive side and understand what they're going to do. But now on the offensive side, I have to make the reads on the defense and know what to do in every play. So I guess it takes some off my shoulders, but then puts on a lot more because I have to control the offense and be the leader.
Jeremiah, thank you very much. Now stick around because coming back after this break is kickoff of the Wayne Hills Patriots Old Tappan Golden Knights first round of the North 1 Group 3 playoffs.
Welcome to Wayne Hills High School's Patriot Stadium, a home of champions. Tonight's opening round of the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs has the number 2 seed Patriots of Wayne Hills High School hosting the 7th seed visiting Golden Knights of Old Tappan High School. The officials assigned to this evening's game, the referee Jerry Picazio, the umpire Tom Boyce, the head linesman Tony Anari, the line judge Nick Peloso, the back judge Gary Doyle, and the clock operator Hank Morganweck. And the chain crew, Lenny DiDurno Sr., Lenny DiDurno Jr., and Al Raffini. Ladies and gentlemen, let's first welcome the visiting Golden Knight football squad this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the Golden Knight Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Golden Knight football squad. And now to introduce the Wayne Hills Patriot starting offensive team. At wide receiver, number 5, Jeff Brzezinski, number 5. At wide receiver, number 20, Dan DeSico, number 20. At tight end, number 35, Scott Schultz, number 35. At tackle, number 72, Matt Johnson, number 72. At guard, number 54, Steve DiBianco, number 54. At center, number 63, Andrew Pareja, number 63. At guard, number 55, Dave Ogden, number 55. At tackle, number 75, Nico Stevens, number 75. At wide receiver, number 22, Kevin Barakat, number 22. At wide receiver, number 40, Mike Fulham, number 40. At quarterback, number 2, Jeremiah Kale, number 2. At fullback, number 34, Mike Massoud, number 34. And at tailback, number 21, Ray Van Keenan, number 21. And let's welcome the rest of the Wayne Hills Patriot squad.
And welcome back to Patriot Stadium as we are set to begin the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs first round. So Jason Olephant, David Suntup here. Guys, other keys to the game, we mentioned Jeremiah Kale. He ran out in the opening with the game ball. I mean, is he pumped up or what?
I think he's definitely pumped up. You know, it's going to be a big game for Jeremiah, filling in for Jipu. And his first start was against the Old Tappan Golden Knights, and he played great. So I expect a big game from Jeremiah.
No doubt about it, Jeremiah's pumped. It's a huge game between Wayne Hills and Old Tappan. Old Tappan has really played Wayne Hills tough the last couple years. He's definitely pumped. It's his first playoff game at the varsity level as a starter. Basically, when it gets down to this time of the season where it's playoffs, if you're not pumped up, you shouldn't get out on that field and play.
The captains, Dave Ogden, Mike Fulham, Ray Van Peenan, and Matt Johnson at midfield for the Patriots. Most likely they will defer, as its tradition shows. That's what they do. Tonight's game is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. Guys, the girls' soccer team lost yesterday in the North 1 Group 3 state sectional final to Rampo. I had the privilege of calling the game by myself. They lost 3-1 in penalty kicks. It was tied 0-0 after 2 overtimes. How much of a heartbreaking loss, Dave, is this for the program? But, I mean, they really came out of nowhere this year after a lot of people thought that they would not repeat.
2 words, Lona Osrek. He's just a soccer guru for this Wayne Hills program. He's done a great job, and he did a great job this season, even though they didn't win a county title or a state title. It was just incredible that they were able to go on the road and beat 2 great teams in Parsippany Hills and Lakeland. I just did a great job leading that team, and I was really sorry I couldn't be there yesterday. It's the first game I missed other than tennis commitments. I was actually at Syracuse University looking at programs because after my senior year, I'm moving on to bigger and better things. So I'm starting to tour those communication departments in some universities and colleges.
Well, it's good to hear, Dave. But back to football, because this is the show, Dave. This is the show. This is our 4th career playoff game the 2 of us are doing. So.
Well, actually, I did the TNET game.
Oh, no, it's
Your
our 5th. It's our
first
5th.
ever game.
Yeah, it is our 5th.
Sunday, November 14th
I forgot.
against the Highlandmen.
Yeah, freshman year.
Oh, what a story that was.
That was the first round. Anyway, it's our 3rd first-round game career we're doing here. 2 against Teaneck, and this one against Old Tappan. Jamie Rowe and James Falkenstern to return for the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. Scott Schultz, number 35, the big boy, to kick off for the Patriots.
And speaking of Scott Schultz, I'd like to congratulate him because he just got an offer from the University of Connecticut to play football. He talked to me before the game. He wanted me to mention this, so I wanted to congratulate Scott Schultz for his hard work and dedication to Wayne Hills football.
Absolutely. Our best wishes go out to him as he has to pursue his career of football at the Division I level. And here we go, folks, underway here at Patriots Stadium. North 1 Group 3 state playoffs. Schultz's kickoff is taken by Rowe, and he is absolutely leveled there by Eddie Rolfe. What a hit there by the number 7, Eddie Rolfe. I mean, if that's not a statement, I don't know what is.
That was just a fantastic hit there by Eddie Rolfe. Talk about tenacity and energy. Eddie Rolfe had it all on that play. That wasn't a deep kick by Scott Schultz. Rolfe fielded about the 10-yard line, but Eddie Rolfe put such a huge hit on Jamie Rowe.
That was right analog stick up for all you Xboxers out there. Jansen, the quarterback for the Golden Knights. He rolls out to his right side. He's pointing for a blocker or 2. He takes it himself. He gets a first down, and he gets a little more, but he's going to be stopped by Mike Fulham at about the 45-yard line. So the Golden Knights will take over on a first down right there.
Good fake there by Jansen. Tucked the ball himself, rolled to the right, gain of about 20 yards on the play. Good way for Old Tappan to open up their first drive here at Patriot Stadium.
Usually when Wayne Hills starts out the game on defense, they usually allow one big play to start off the game, but then they get settled in. I don't know if they're nervous or not, but the nerves go away. But Wayne Hills just totally faked out on that play. Great job with the fake on Jansen. Then Jansen just bootleg to the right, and he had nothing but green pastures ahead of him.
Jansen with one-man split to his right. Go-to goes in motion. He gives it the go-to. Go-to takes it down the left side, and he's got room. He's going to be dropped by Dave Ogden, but another first down for the Golden Knights as the Patriots defense in the early going looking a little shaky.
Well, a couple missed tackles in the beginning. If Wayne Hills wants to win this game, you can't miss tackles. You have to tackle the ball carrier in the backfield because Olephant lives and dies with running the football. And if you stop Olephant running the football, the Olephant offense will not move the ball down the field.
Yeah, for Olephant, Mo Gotok is what they revolve their offense around. The guy is tied for 12th in the state in scoring, and he's a great running back for this Olephant team.
First down for Olephant. Jansen, the junior cornerback, he's a big boy, listed at 6'4", so the water must be clean up there in Olephant. Gotuk goes in motion. Another sweep here to Mo Gotuk. He runs to his right side. He's making moves. He's going to be dropped by Kevin Barakat, but that's going to be a 6-yard gain for the Golden Knights. And in the early going, the Patriot defense is a little suspect.
I really like what Olephant is doing so far. Usually they have a reputation to run the ball right up the middle between the guards and the center. But they're bouncing it outside, they're using their wide receivers to block, and they're having huge holes on the outside of the field.
Yeah, Wayne Hills is known for their good defense and stopping the run, but on this drive thus far, Mo Gotok has just been having some great runs for Olephant.
2nd and 4 for the Golden Knights. Gotuk goes in motion, and it's given right up the middle to the fullback for the Golden Knights. I believe that was Chris Lee. Actually, my mistake. That was Jamie Rowe, the fullback for the Golden Knights. And junior Jamie Rowe, last year as a sophomore, got a lot of good share of carries. And coming to the game last year, when it was 16-14, we didn't know much about Jamie Rowe, but we got familiar, correct, Dave?
Oh, definitely. I didn't even hear of him until last year's game. He got a carry. I looked at my roster. I didn't have his name bolded. I'm like, who is this? He really made a name for himself last year. He's a really tough runner. He's not a big guy, but he's really strong, and he likes to pound the ball up the middle. And he had a great game here last year.
Two tight ends to Jansen's left. Gotuk goes in motion. Speed sweep the Gotuk. Gotuk trying to cut around, but he's going to be stopped there by number 55, Dave Ogden. Dave Ogden leading the Wayne Hills Patriots in tackles this year. Ogden has had a spectacular career as a Patriot.
Andrew, I have a question for you. Is this surprising that Olephant is driving on their first drive here on the Wayne Hills 38 to score here?
I mean, right now, Jason, as the way it looks, that the Wayne Hills Patriots are looking a little shaky. I mean, I guess you could blame it on nerves, but I thought after that hit by Eddie Rolfe, it would be a little different. But you know what? That's why they play the games. 2nd and 11 here for the Golden Knights. 8 guys in the box for the Patriots. Play action, fake to Jansen. Jansen gives it up, and it's going to be dropped there by number 1, Stephen Griffin. Stephen Griffin had it in his hands, but he just got dropped there by Kevin Barakat.
The reason why Stephen Griffin dropped that ball is because he saw the Wayne Hills defender coming, and he was afraid to get hit. Otherwise, that's a catchable ball, and that's a ball that Stephen Griffin has to catch. But I really like what Olephant is doing on offense so far. They're mixing it up. They're doing a lot of fakes. They're doing the wide receiver. They fake the wide receiver screen. They fake the wide receiver handoff, and then Jansen, he's rolling out. He's getting out of the pocket, and he's getting time.
Check that, folks. That was Dan DeSico on the coverage.
Yeah, I thought that was DeSico on the coverage. That's why I didn't mention the player before.
Yes, it was Dan DeSico. Sorry, folks. 3rd and 11 for the Golden Knights. Jansen drops back. He's getting heavy pressure, and it's picked off by Matt Johnson. Big number 72. He keeps rolling down the field, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. That was a very poor decision on Kyle Jansen's part, gentlemen. I mean, you don't throw that ball to big boy Matt Johnson. He was running down the field there.
Jansen was blindsided at his left, got hit by 3 Wayne Hills defenders, intercepted by Matt Johnson. What a great play there.
And a huge momentum swing because it appeared as if Olephant was driving down the field, and that all that got destroyed there by Matty J, just running it down the center of the field. What a beautiful sequence there by the Patriots.
Great rush there by the Wayne Hills defensive line. They really put a great pressure on Jansen there.
Toss to Van Peenan. He takes it up for about a 1-yard gain. And I mean, that was just a huge swing of events. But now the Patriots need to capitalize because as we all know, they have a very good defense, these Golden Knights.
Actually, last year on Olephant's first offensive play of the game, the first play of the game, Nick Korskin, the quarterback last year, threw an interception. It was picked up by Adam Fitzpatrick, and Wayne Hills had great field position, and they failed to score. So this could be the same here.
Kale leads his troops to the line. 2nd and 9 for the Patriots. Pardon me. Swing pass to DeSico. He's running around trying to make a move or two. He gets to the outside, and he's running down for spaces. He gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots, as Dan DeSico runs down the sideline into the end zone. So the Patriots have an early 6-0 lead.
That was an absolutely incredible move there by Dan DeSico. I thought he was down. He escaped the defender, and he ran all the way down the sideline. That's one of the best plays you'll see all year, no doubt about it.
And he did a little Neon Dion down there at the end zone. Started kicking his leg, the high step. Oh, my goodness. Good thing he didn't get a flag, but I hated seeing that when Dion did against my Giants.
Schultz will attempt the extra point.
DeSico the hold, Schultz the kick. And he hits off the off-right, but goes into the goalpost for an extra point. So it's 7-0 here with 7:34 remaining in the first quarter.
Going back to that last play, as Dave mentioned, DeSico was stuck in the corner on the left side at the 40, and he made something out of nothing. He had 4 defenders on him, and he just juked him out and just speeded down the sideline for a touchdown. That was a great play by Dan DeSico.
And David, your favorite song is playing right now.
Oh, no doubt about it. I was just dancing before and Jason was talking. But back to the game. Old Tappan did not get a touchdown against the Wayne Hills defense last time. Old Tappan only got a field goal against this Wayne Hills defense, and Old Tappan got their other touchdown when they blocked the Dan DeSico punt. So Old Tappan really needs to get something going here on offense. They have to try to get the passing game going because they really don't have much of a passing game. They didn't really pass too much when they played Wayne Hills the first time, and Wayne Hills knows that. So if Old Tappan can't get the passing game going, especially with Kyle Jansen, the quarterback, Old Tappan's going to be in trouble.
Rowan Falkenstern to be the deep men for the Golden Knights. Schultz hits a nice high kickoff to about the 6-yard line. Taken there by Rowe. Rowe runs it down to about the 26-yard line. So that's where the Golden Knights will take over.
Talk about great special teams play. Usually in the NFL, the kicker kicks off the ball, and he's the last one to get downfield. You see Scott Schultz, after he boots that ball, he's down the field. He hustles, he shows a lot of heart and desire, and he tackles the ball carrier. Great work there by Scott Schultz. And Wally World, Walter Johnson, is just thrilled with his special teams play so far.
Absolutely, Dave. I mean, Wally Johnson, he knows a thing or two about special teams.
He only has 12 rings, I believe.
Actually, I'll talk to you about that later. I think that's a false. I think that was just a joke play by Chad Cutler. Incomplete pass there because, David, let's figure. Wayne Valley has not, when Walter was with Wayne Valley, they did not win.
Dave Rogers said this too.
David, it was because just look at the facts. He's won 3 here with Wayne Hills, okay? Wayne Valley didn't win. I think they won 1 or 2 in the tenure that he was there, so.
Well, either way, Wally World is still a guru on special teams.
Oh, I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying. As Jansen sprints back to the huddle to get his troops, try to, get them back into the swing of things because in the early going, they've been a little rusty.
Brian Dunn is the head coach of the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. He also coaches girls basketball, but he's done a pretty good job here at Old Tappan.
Alexa Keller last year getting upset by the Wayne Hills Lady Patriots. Handed off there, and nothing on that play. Knocked down there by Mike Fulham. So 3rd down coming up for the Patriots.
I like what Old Tappan did on their first drive of the game. They opened up well. The offensive line was blocking great. And then that interception occurred. And now, ever since that play, the Old Tappan offense has looked downhill. It's 3rd and 9 already. And they just can't afford a 3 and out here because they can't get the ball back to a potent Wayne Hills offense.
3rd down for the Golden Knights. Jansen drops back to pass. He throws it. And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. They're going to say it skipped into Keith Cholshin's arm. So it's going to be a 4th down now for the Golden Knights.
I'm pretty sure that ball hit the grass first. But as you know, there's no challenges, no replay in high school football. So even if he did catch that ball, there would be no way to review it. But I think that hit the grass first and then came into his hands.
Robert Armstrong, the punt for the Golden Knights. Dan DeSico will return for the Patriots. Armstrong, good protection there. Kicks a spiraling punt towards the middle of the field. And they're going to – Old Japan's going to down it. It looked like it hit one of the Wayne Hills players, but they're going to give it to the Patriots ball.
Very dangerous sequence there. I thought that hit Kyle Hamburg's foot. It looked close, but on special teams in that type of situation, you have to make sure you're far away from a bouncing ball like that because the ball can bounce anywhere, and if it hits you and you're a return man, Old Japan can recover.
Yeah, that could have been quite dangerous there because if Old Japan would have got that ball, they would have had the ball on the Wayne Hills 48-yard line and would have had great field position.
So here come the Patriots on their own 47. Tossed play to Van Penen. Van Penen runs to his left. He's trying to make a move, and he's going to be dropped out of bounds for about a 4-yard gain. Flag on the play, so we'll see if this is going to be called back.
We're not sure what the call is. It could be a face mask or it could be holding. Not sure.
I think it's going to be a face mask because they're signaling that it's going against the Golden Knights. I could see by the expression on Brian Dunn's face. So,
sorry, Andrew, but if you want to beat Wayne Hills, you cannot have penalties. Penalties and turnovers are the two things that will kill you in a game against the Patriots. And so far, this is the first penalty for Old Japan. But that turnover really hurt the Golden Knights.
So a 15-yard face mask penalty, that really could bite you in the behind, to say the least.
That really hurts Old Japan because, like I mentioned earlier in the game, Wayne Hills has a potent offense and they could score very quick. They remind me of the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL. They have a very potent offense and they can score quickly.
An Indianapolis Colts team with a defense.
First down for the Patriots. Play action fake for Kale. He throws it to Mike Fulham, and he's going to be leveled there by number 22, Sam Massaro, who also plays basketball for the Golden Knights. And they're going to call a flag on the play.
That's taunting. I would throw a flag both ways.
And they're going to go, it's going to be against Wayne Hills.
It's on Mike Fulham.
They're going to give it to Mike Fulham. So that just hurts the Patriots a little more. I mean, Coach Olsen cannot like that one bit.
Wally World was not happy about that call. But once Mike Fulham was hit, he was on the ground, and then I don't know if something was said or not, but Mike Fulham got up. He shoved one of the Old Japan players, so I was surprised the flag wasn't called then. And then there was a little jawing back and forth, and that's when the ref took out the flag.
I agree with you, Dave, that there should have been penalties on both teams because Sam Massaro, number 22 for the Old Japan Golden Knights, he was in Mike Fulham's face after that, and he was taunting him as well.
I don't think it's fair just to pin it on Mike Fulham. I thought it should have been both ways.
2nd and 26 for the Patriots. Brzezinski goes in motion. Jeremiah Kale hands it off there to Ray Van Penen. And he gets only a couple yards on that play, and he's going to be tackled there by Jack Korskin, the junior tight end and linebacker. So a 3rd down and about 23 for the Patriots.
Jack Korskin, the younger brother of Nick Korskin, who was the quarterback of the Golden Knights last year. Nick has now moved on to Ramapo College in Mahwah, New Jersey. But 3rd down play here for Wayne Hills. They're definitely going to go to the air here. They're working on long passes before the game. And Jeremiah has really improved at throwing the long ball. He has a lot more zip on his balls, and he's been really accurate in warm-ups.
3rd and 23 for the Pats. Kale trips right. Hands off to DeSico. Back to Barakat. Back to Kale. He throws it deep. And it's going to be intercepted there as it was batted down. Intercepted by number 21, Keishul Shin. Shin's running for room, and he's going to be tackled there, but there is a flag on the play.
It's coming back.
This could be coming back.
Also, Dan DeSico slowly get up. It took him probably about a minute or two just to get up. So he was hit really hard. Could be pass interference. I think it's pass interference.
Yeah, and it isn't pass interference on Shin.
I like the trickery, though.
Oh, they definitely drew that up in the past week.
They were working on that in warm-ups.
Big break there for Wayne Hills. That would have been costly right there.
I did like the trickery. I mean, it was a nice thrown ball, but let's just face it, Dan DeSico got hit pretty hard.
And now he's on the sideline. He's going to take a couple plays off. But that's just a killer for Old Japan because Old Japan had the Patriots down. The Patriots were going to have a 4th down. They were going to have to punt, even if the interception didn't happen. But to give up a penalty like that, Penalties just kill you in games like this.
Hand it off there to Marson. Marson making some running room. And he's going to be dropped. He gets a first down inside the 15-yard line. So that 15-yard penalty just sent out the Patriots a little further into the Golden Knights zone.
As I said earlier, the Wayne Hills Patriots have a three-headed monster at running back. Ray Van Penen, Carlton Marson, and Danny DeSico. You're going to see a dose of each one of them tonight.
When Ray came back, Carlton hasn't had as many carries, but when he's had his carries, he's really converted. He's really done really well, especially in that Ramapo game.
Kale hands it off to Van Penen, who runs to his left, trying to make a move, and he's going to be dropped by a group of Old Tappan defenders. Guys, I think this is just my personal opinion. Ray Van Penen, who has shown some ill effects of the injury, maybe he should just try to run straight and stop trying to make these moves because apparently it's slowing him down.
I think he should. I would try to run between the blockers. They have big holes. They make big holes for him. I try to run. Use your blockers, run through the holes, and burst. But also, he's not breaking as many carries as he did last year. Actually, tackles, excuse me. Last year, he broke so many tackles, and he'd break those for big runs. He hasn't really had a lot of those big runs yet this year.
Option play here. Jeremiah Kale runs to this end zone. So he's in for a touchdown and a score. So the Patriots now take a 13-0 lead.
He thanked me out there. I thought Carlton had the ball, and I thought he was there up the middle. Great trickery there by the Wayne Hills Patriots because defenses, they look to stop the running backs. Wayne Hills, as Jason has said, they have 3 great running backs. But once you get Jeremiah involved, and he could run the ball. The first time he played against Old Tappan, Jeremiah had a 60-yard touchdown run, and right there you see his speed and agility, especially to the outside.
Schultz to kick the extra point. DeSico to hold. Schultz's kick splits the upright. So we have a 14-0 lead still here in the first quarter in the first round of the North Dakota Group 3 state playoffs.
Going back to that last play, Carlton Marson, it looked like it was going to be a handoff to him. He dove, and he totally fooled the Old Tappan defensive line, as we see Mike Gia pop on your screen.
Today's trivia question is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. The question is, the last time the Patriots lost was October 29th, 2004 against the Ramapo Green Raiders. Before that, what was the other time that they lost that year? Answer coming up in a moment.
Great job there by Parker Weston, our graphics coordinator for the first and third quarters. Parker will be joining us in the second quarter. Any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email the Wayne Hills TV Club at WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. Once again, that is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com.
Parker, keep up the good work. You're moving yourself up on the depth chart. Kick there, taken by Rowe. Rowe making some room, and he's dropped there. He gets to about the 33-yard line. Kevin Barrick had a little shaken up after the play, but this is where the Old Tappan Golden Knights will take over.
Great hit there by Carlton Marson. So he's doing it all. Special teams, offense, and defense. Jamie Rowe got a little further up the field than Wally World wanted him to. But the Wayne Hills defenses really look solid tonight, especially after those first couple of plays by Old Tappan.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special thanks to the swim team parents for manning the snack bar this evening.
First down for the Golden Knights. By the way, folks, after this play, I'll give you my information here. Gotuk takes it. He's tackled by Dave Ogden. We'll be getting updates tonight as Wayne Valley is playing Passaic Valley in the first round of the North 1 Group 3 playoffs. And DePaul Catholic is playing Bishop Eustis in the non-public Group 2 playoffs. So we'll be getting updates from Mr. Mezzi as the night goes on.
3 games in Wayne, New Jersey tonight. So 3 venues have a lot of people. So usually the Wayne Valley fans and the DePaul fans, some of them come here to see Wayne Hills play. Not tonight. Very exciting night for high school football in Wayne, New Jersey.
Old Tappan here on second down gives it up to Gotuk, and they get maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down here for the Golden Knights.
Something else I wanted to mention, I went to the Wayne Hills game in Old Tappan back on October 20th, and Old Tappan had a really loud faithful here. in Old Tappan. The faithful was really loud and boisterous. They're really cheering on their Golden Knights. You don't see that today. Old Tappan does not have much of a faithful there. And I actually have a story I want to tell you. When Danny threw that touchdown pass to Fulham, after the touchdown pass, put my arms in the air, signal touchdown, and I started dancing. Then I looked at the Old Tappan faithful, and they were disgusted with me. They told me, get out of here. We don't want any Wayne Hills fans. As you see, a great sack there by Dave Ogden. It'll be 4th down for the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. But after the touchdown, they told me, get out of here. We don't want any Wayne Hills fans. They're like, just look at the scoreboard. And they're like taunting me. And then they threw a stick at me. So they did not like me very much. And then I even said to them, you've only won 3 out of the last 4 state titles.
They're a smart group of people, David, let me tell you. If more people threw sticks at you, actually, I'll stay off the topic. 4th down here for the Golden Knights. Punting here, Armstrong the punt. He sends a punt towards the center field, and it's going to be called a fair catch by Carlton Marson. So the Patriots will take over at their own 49-yard line. So this is where Jeremiah Gayo will take over for the offense for the Patriots.
One thing that's gone unnoted so far, Old Tappan has done a really good job on special teams in terms of punt coverage. They have not given any room for Carlton Marson to return any punts. First, the line drive kick that bounced, and then now the nice high punt by the punter of Old Tappan.
Also, besides that, they've done a great job containing their Wayne Hills star running back Ray Van Penen.
First down for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Bubble screen here to Kevin Barakat. Barakat making room down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. And he gets the first down. Good play there by Kevin Barakat as he led. Even when he was falling, he fell forward.
Great job there by Kevin Barakat as he comes up the field. Great job there to get the extra yards. And now Wayne Hills is just short of the first down.
And I'll tell you one thing, he doesn't get it from his brother, who I work with, Brian Barakat, because basically all Brian does is eat and throw objects at me in the office, at work. But no, Kevin displayed great speed there on that play and good instincts as he ran towards out of bounds, and he's just short of the first down. Flag on the play. I believe there was movement before the snap. They're going to call a false start on the Patriots. So it'll be 2nd and about 6 for the Patriots. Tonight's answer to our trivia question is brought to you by Wayne Hills High School. Study hard and get good grades. The question was, besides Rampo Green Raiders, who they last lost to in October 29, 2004, the Patriots also lost to, if you thought the Demarest Norsemen, October 1st, 2004, you were absolutely correct. They lost 16-10 in that game. Thank you, Parker, for the graphic. A little delayed, but... Oh, Parker, you're right here. That must be somebody else. Jeremiah gives it to DeSico. DeSico runs down the sideline, and he's going to be dropped. He gets the first down. As a little extracurricular activity after the play, but it's still maintained. It is still Wayne Hills' ball.
Good to see Dan DeSico back on the field, especially after that hit that he took on that pass interference penalty before by Old Tappan. But great hand-eye coordination here by Dan DeSico. That pass was tipped by an Old Tappan player, but DeSico was able to stick with the play, and then he's able to pick up the first down in addition.
That play just showed how strong Danny DeSico truly is. He caught the ball at the 40-yard line and thrusted forward to the 37-yard line. Great play by Danny DeSico.
Speaking of extracurricular activity, last year, after the game here at Wayne Hills, there was a huge fight on the field. So these two teams, they don't really like each other very much, to say the least.
Yeah, these two have really built up a rivalry the past 3 seasons. I mean, we saw in 2004, our freshman year, that game was at Old Tappan once again. That went down right to the wire. 21-17, Nick Warzel threw a late interception late. It looked as if they were not going to come back and win that game. But then the touchdown pass to Kyle Kavanaugh sealed the deal, so the Patriots got that win. And last year, 16-14 here in the Mud Bowl on a Sunday afternoon. And as you said, David, after the game, there was a little brawl, I guess you could say. So
Speaking of Kyle Kavanaugh, he had to get surgery on his ankle, and he's out for the year, so we wish him a speedy recovery from the Wayne Hills TV Club. Kyle is a great player and a great person here in the Wayne Hills community for his 4 years here at Wayne Hills, and we wish him a speedy recovery. It's just really a shame because he was a starting safety for Dartmouth, and he was playing so well. And it just shows you that injuries could really hurt a career, and hopefully Kyle comes back strong for the 2007 season. And the two main people from that fight you were talking about last year, James Heck and Julian Signorelli, they are no longer playing high school football. They've moved on to bigger and better things.
David, back to your comment on Kyle Kavanaugh. Freshman year at the baseball dinner, Coach Chris Iannella said these words: "If I had to pick one man to marry my daughter, it would be Kyle Kavanaugh." So just by that speech, you could tell what kind of integrity that man had.
Chris Iannella. He's something else.
We had and that is the end of the first quarter as we are here with Wayne Hills leading the Golden Knights of Old Tappan 14-0. David, did you hear the update on the Wayne Valley game?
No, I did not hear the update.
I did.
Parker, give us an update.
Sag Valley's up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, my goodness. So, folks, keep your fingers crossed for that Wayne Hills-Wayne Valley second-round matchup. I know Mike McHugh will be there, which brings us into Q's Corner, the playoff debut. Michael McHugh, good evening.
Good evening, Andrew.
So, Michael, 14-0 early. David, please relax. We have a defensive battle, to say the least. What do you think about the extracurricular activity with the fighting going on?
That is unacceptable. Christian Olsen, he teaches his players better than that. They should know not to cost their team those yards by getting into those, scruffs with the other players.
Absolutely, Michael. I mean, we gotta keep this interview a little short because we had to go to the second quarter. That speech about Kyle Kavanaugh given by Chris Iannella freshman year, what is your thought on that?
Well, that statement made by Chris Iannella, it just shows how good of a man he is, how good of a student. He's just an all-around great individual.
Referring to Kyle Kavanaugh.
Yeah, he referring to Kyle Kavanaugh there, folks. As Ray Van Peenan takes the ball, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, so third down for the Patriots. Michael, you were sitting in that room with me, and so was Michael Martinez. We were listening to that speech freshman year. And I mean, I guess you could say, Kyle was blushing. Dale Kavanaugh was, sitting there proud.
Oh, Dale's a legend.
I mean, that was it was the apocalypse of Wayne Hills baseball that year, I guess you could say. Michael, we'll get back to you later in the game, but keys for Wayne Hills to keep up their high intensity right now.
Play defense, no turnovers.
Quite frankly, that's all you need. Thank you, Michael McHugh. Q will be back later in the game. 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. Play action fake. Kale play fakes. He gets sacked there by number 22. And Jason Olephant took his binder away, so I don't have my roster anymore. So Sam Massaro, the basketball player for the Golden Knights, with the sack. So it'll be 4th down now for the Patriots as they will go out and punt.
I'm a little surprised here. They're deep in Old Tappan territory. They're at the 36-yard line. It's a 4th and about 7. I'd probably go for it because Old Tappan has had trouble stopping this Patriots offense. I'm a little surprised here that they're punting.
You could also see Wayne Hills try a fake here also.
Well, maybe they're doing this for field position. That's what I think.
Okay, thanks. Punt there by the Seagull. Fair catch, Wade call for, and they're going to down it at the 1-yard line. So good coverage there by Kevin Barakat and Jeremiah Kale. So now the Golden Knights are going to be really deep in the territory.
Well, watching the first quarter so far, I mean, Wally Johnson, as Dave calls him, is a guru. This guy is an unbelievable special teams coach. Wayne Hill scores on this kickoffs and punts. They do a good job down the ball end zone. I mean, this guy does everything correct. I have not seen him make one mistake so far as I've been watching Wayne Hills this season. This guy is a genius.
Great coverage here by Jeremiah Kale. So now this really could work in Wayne Hills' favor because now Old Tappan is pinned deep in their zone. They've had trouble on offense, especially running the ball. Maybe Wayne Hills gets a safety here.
First down for the Golden Knights. Griffin in motion. Handed off there. As it's close, they're going to be pushed back to the 1-yard line, so that was very close to a safety, David.
Well, in that situation, you have to try to throw the ball, get a short pass, at least get 3 to 4 yards in front of the 1 yard. So got to get to about the 5-yard line just so you have some room to breathe. Because running up the middle has been really tough for Old Tappan tonight. And this is what just is mind-boggling to me. Old Tappan has such great success running to the outside of the field, and now they've gone away from that. I really don't know why.
Neither do I, Dave, but I'm not.
I'm not Brian Dunn. That's all I can
Neither
say.
am I.
Going back to what you're saying about how Olephant should throw a short 3 or 4 gain out of the end zone, when the quarterbacks drop back in the pocket, DeSico has always been coming off the outside, blitzing, hitting the quarterback in the blind spot. So that might be the reason why they're not throwing this position right now.
Flag prior to the snap.
So there's a delay of game penalty on the Golden Knights. So this just pushes them half the distance to the goal. So they'll be at the half-yard line.
So things just keep on getting worse and worse for Olephant. First, the interception after they marched on the field. Then the huge pass interference penalty that lets Wayne Hills off the hook, leads to the Jeremiah touchdown. And then now they're pinned on their own half-yard line.
2nd and 12 on about the 2-yard line.
2nd and 12. Jansen takes it himself just to get a couple yards, and he's going to be stopped by a mob of Patriot defenders. So here comes the 3rd down play for the Golden Knights.
I think Brian Dunn's going to play conservative here. Just look for a run up the middle or run to the side, and then Olephant's going to punt. No reason to try to throw here, especially with the great pressure the Wayne Hills linebackers have gotten on Jansen, because Brian Dunn does not want another interception thrown by Jansen.
And then if Olephant does end up punting, don't be surprised to see the guru, Wally Johnson, do a full-out blitz here to try and block this punt and get a touchdown.
Oh, definitely. No doubt about it. They've been close a couple of times, and Wayne Hills definitely has the potential to block a punt. And Jeff Brzezinski actually blocked one last year that led to a Tim Waller touchdown.
Speed sweep there as Rowe kept running, but he was eventually stopped by big number 72, Matt Johnson. So here comes the punting unit for the Golden Knights. I believe they're going to come out, so they're going to have to get a really quick punt off if they won't want this to be blocked.
Oh, Olephant has no choice there. They have to punt. When you're that deep in your territory and it's worth down, I don't care if you're 2 inches short. You have to punt. But I just don't know why Olephant has not been running the ball to the sides of the field. Even right there, they got probably about a 6 or 7 yard gain.
Armstrong, the punt. He punts a little blooper. Hits off Griffin's head. And there's another flag on the play towards the end zone.
Dave Ogden, the minute after the punter punted ball, Dave Ogden smashed right into the punter. It wasn't even unintentional. Dave lined him up and just laid out on that kicker. So that was a stupid play by Dave Ogden right there.
Not a smart play there by Dave Ogden, but he's made so many great plays for this Wayne Hills team with just one bad play that he's made. But that's very costly. Olephant's going to get the ball back, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Golden Knights.
And that really cost the Patriots, because that drive sucked the life out of the Golden Knights, and now all that life has come back after that penalty.
And Wayne Hills was going to wind up with good field position, but now they have to go back on the field and play defense again.
So 1st down on the 24-yard line for the Golden Knights. Handoff there to Rowe. Rowe takes it to his left for about a 3-yard gain. So 2nd down coming up for the Golden Knights.
Something else that has been talked about, the Wayne Hills Patriots starters have played the whole game the last 3 weeks. So now they're fresh for the playoffs, and they're ready to play long games. Because before, in most games, they were out by halftime, the starters, and the sophomore teams are in. But now the starters, they have the experience, they have the stamina, and they know what to expect in a full game. And that's going to be very key for these playoffs.
2nd and 7 for the Golden Knights. Rowe goes in motion, handed off to Gotuk trying to make room, and he gets about a 2-yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Olephant now with 6:57 remaining in the half.
Dave, Suntup, going back to what you said, you wanted the Olephant to work the ball to the outside, but so far, these last 2 plays, they've been trying to get the ball around the outside, but Wayne Hills' defense has done a good job of preventing that from happening, having the backs break open for big gains. So it doesn't look like Olephant is doing a good job right now of running the ball up the middle or to either outside.
Well, that's maybe because Wayne Hills, they have guys up there, and they know that Olephant really does not have much of a passing game. Last year, Nick Korskin did a great job leading the passing game. They had Ryan Veselski, one of the best wide receivers probably in the state. He's now at Monmouth University with Nick Romeo and Kenny Amsel. And they also had Brian Korskin, a huge tight end. They don't have those weapons this year.
Third down. Griffin in motion. Gives it up to Griffin. Griffin's trying to find room. And he is knocked down there by number 4, Tim Waller. Timmy with a great hit there on the quarterback.
Great hit there by Tim Waller. Olephant broke one tackle as Dan DeSico tried to tackle the ball carrier, but he was not successful. And then Tim Waller just comes strolling down to the side of the field and lays a big hit on the ball carrier. Tim Waller has made a lot of clutch plays on defense this year for this Wayne Hills Patriots team, especially on third down.
So here's the fourth down, punting for the Golden Knights. Armstrong the punt. He punts a nice one. And it's fumbled by the Seagull, but he picks it back up. He's trying to make room to run. And he's going to be tackled at the 45-yard line where the Patriots will take over.
Close play there by Dan DeSico, muffing that punt. That wasn't a good play, but Dan DeSico did a good job of regaining the ball back and getting some positive yardage.
Good job there by Dan DeSico, just scooping up the ball, and he still got a gain out of it. But he was never really in a great position to catch that ball. His feet weren't really set, and he was just never in a good position. But good thing for the Patriots that Dan DeSico was able to get that ball back, and it didn't lead to a turnover.
A smarter option on that play would have been to fair catch the ball.
Oh, my God. Matt Dubois, Eric Kavanaugh, Shane Copon, and E-White are walking up to Patriots Stadium with their shirts off and their chests painted. As Matt Dubois is number 5 on his back. He has a night off tonight, but he'll be back next week.
And Shane Copon, I mean, if you had a body contest, a bodybuilding contest, Shane Copon would be your obvious winner, because if we could ever get a camera shot of that physique on those young men over there is out of control. I have never seen such a thing. I mean, you got E. White over there. You got Dan Lane, Eric Kavanaugh, Shane.
Who would have thought E. White would do something like this?
It's like the 1-6 punch over there, 1-5 punch. I mean, this is unbelievable. I've never seen a sight like this.
Luckily, it's a warm night here at Patriots Stadium.
A moderately warm night,
Yeah,
Dave.
I wouldn't go for warm.
I wouldn't go warm.
Well, I feel pretty warm.
Dave, you're
still-
covered up.
It's still 40 degrees
Well,
outside.
read it now.
It's
Tell
not
me well.
70.
What else can you say?
Matt DeBow is giving us salutations.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised that E-White is not wearing number 5. That's E-White's hockey number.
Well, Dave, they're wearing each player's number, if you noticed.
Well, I'm surprised E-White didn't wear Krasinski's number.
Bubble screen there, fumbled by DeSico, and it's picked up by the Golden Knights. So now Old Tappan takes over on the Patriot 47-yard line.
Wayne Hills has definitely dominated this game, and they only have 2 touchdowns on Old Tappan. So Wayne Hills has yet to put Old Tappan away, and they're still leaving the door open for Old Tappan, and turnovers are going to kill you. But Dan DeSico, he has to forget about that punt where he dropped it. I think that was still in his head, and that's why he dropped that ball.
While the Patriots just broke one of Mike McHugh's keys to winning the game, that's a turnover.
That was another bad sequence there by the Patriots. They're keeping Old Tappan in the game. Right now, if the Patriots are playing on all cylinders, they'd be crushing the Golden Knights. But they're keeping them in the game. So now we're just gonna have to see if they can do this, if they can have a defensive stand here before the half runs out of time. And the timeout's gonna be called by Old Tappan. Questions, comments, concerns, email us, WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. That is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com.
Great job there by Jason Oliphant to get the graphic on the screen. Graphic coordinators for us really haven't been that, I guess you could say, alert. As you see, Jim Hookstraight filming the action on the sidelines. I believe he's talking to Mr. Palczewski.
Oh,
So he's talking to Jim and Kenneth on the sideline.
If he only knew that we had him on camera, Mr. Jim Hookstraight. I mean, when you think of video club advisors that are dynasties, that build dynasties, his name has to come to mind.
You see Mr. Hookstraight pointing something out to someone on the faithful. As I believe they just looked up here. But Mr. Hookstraight and Mr. Palczewski, they're both great people.
So it'll be first down on the 42-yard line. for the Golden Knights.
I know Mr. Palzewski is an avid fan of WHTV, and also Mr. Santangelo helped us get our location at Giant Stadium last year. So the Wayne Hills, I guess, wherever after this play.
Giving up the go-to. Go-to's going to be dropped. Maybe a yard of loss on that play.
Back to what I was saying, the Wayne Hills administration has really helped out the Wayne Hills TV club.
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I'm looking at the field here, and there's smoke or fog or something going across. It's kind of creepy looking.
I think it's the barbecue.
That's what I thought too, but
Or the helmet, one or the other. I don't think the helmet's supposed
no,
to.
I don't think it's how. I think it's the grill.
Or it could be
Fog.
I'm still saying it's the smoke from the helmet. That's just me, though.
That's been out for a while though. We're here. We're
Well,
over
you know-
halfway done with this quarter, and the
Well,
fog's not going to still. I don't think the fog's coming around.
Pass here, but Jansen's got a man deep. It's going to be thrown.
Ooh.
Jeff Brzezinski just tackled the wide receiver. I don't know how there's no pass interference on that play.
I thought it was pass interference at first. And Jack Korsgan has a right to have a beef with the ref because I definitely thought there was pass interference. As you see, Mike Robin getting taunted there by Jack Korsgan. So both these teams, they really don't like each other very much, as we've said before. But I think Olephant stole a page from the Wayne Hills playbook because Wayne Hills ran that exact play before.
Matt DeBow is like, I think he's not in the right state of mind because he's going absolutely ballistic over there with his shirt off.
The offspring of Janice and Joseph, they really taught their son well.
If only Jared Chowdhury got into that group, that would make the group magical. Or maybe some of the baseball coaches. I don't know.
Oh, I just imagine Fred up there. Fred.
Third and 10. Jansen rolls to his right. He throws deep. It's going to be caught there by number 8, Jack Korsgan. So they're going to be shut short of the first down.
You have to go for it here. No choice. In this situation, you're down by 2 touchdowns. Wayne Hills gets the ball to start the second half. You have to go for it. No doubt about it.
Absolutely.
But they're definitely going to have a measurement. I think it's going to be really close, but I think they have it. I think they have the first down.
You're calling your shots.
Oh, I'm calling my shots. You know me.
You also have to go for it on 4th down too and try and stop this Wayne Hills momentum because so far the game has been in favor of the Wayne Hills Patriots, and if Old Tappan does make the 4th down here, that just puts a blow in the momentum that was in the Patriots' favor so far this game.
Andrew, my prediction was correct. Great camera work there by Brian Rossman and Patrick Calabrese.
Another man that should be in that group should be Edward Tumanello. I mean, we're really missing out if he's not in that group.
Oh, another person a couple of other people I'd love to see in that group. Max Henson, Ricky Katz, and Andrew Axelband. Melinda and Bernie would be so proud of their son Max if he was in that baseball and he took his shirt off and painted his chest. They'd be the proudest parents in town.
Dave, sometimes you should get down there too.
I don't have it in me. I'm more into being in the booth. It's not professional to take your shirt off in the booth.
Rowe goes in motion. Jansen gives it to Rowe. He runs to the left, and he's still going. He gets a couple extra yards. I thought he was stopped, but he gets to about the first down, so it's going to be another first down for the Golden Knights.
J.D. Rowe is very tough to tackle. He's a very strong kid. He's not the biggest kid on the football field, as he only stands at 5'9", but he's really strong. He's hard to tackle. Kind of reminds me of Carlton Marson, because Carlton Marson, for these Wayne Hills Patriots, he's also very hard to tackle. As Matt DeBow is just cracking everyone up, and Eddie Tumanello is behind them playing tricks. Oh, no.
Big Tombs.
I know Dale is very proud of his son, Eric Kavanaugh, a star hockey player for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
2nd and 1 for the Golden Knights. Gives it up to Rowe again. This time he gets the first down, so first down inside the 20-yard line for the Golden Knights.
If Old Tappan can get a touchdown here and go into the half only down 14-7, that would be a miracle for Old Tappan, considering that the Patriots have really dominated the first half of play.
It would be, because if Old Tappan does not score here, Wayne Hills comes out with the ball in the second half, I wouldn't be surprised Wayne Hills scores a touchdown on the opening drive of the second half. So that means that puts them in an even bigger hole. They'll be down by 3 touchdowns going into the third quarter.
Gotuk is tripped up there. by Scott Schultz. So it'll be second down for the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. We're under 2 minutes here remaining in the half. 14-0. Wayne Hills is leading the Golden Knights. I'm Andrew Gayo, David Suntup, and Parker Weston alongside me. 2nd and 11. Jansen, play action fake. Throws it to Rowe. Rowe runs down to the sideline. And he's going to get the first down. He's going to be tackled there by Jeff Przinski. So first down and goal coming up for the Golden Knights.
Good job there by Kyle Jansen. He saw the pressure. He was able to step up. He rolled outside the pocket. He stepped up, and then he fired a pass to Jamie Rowe. Not the best-looking pass, but Jamie Rowe had a lot of room to run. And now it's 1st and goal for Old Tappan. But let's not forget, penalties for the Wayne Hills Patriots really helped the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. Dave Ogden's roughing the punter penalty could come back to haunt the Patriots. And Old Tappan is a very capable kicker, so Old Tappan could put points up on the board unless they turn over the ball.
Jansen, toss there, play action fake, and it's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. Mo Gotu gets the reception there from Stephen Griffin. So, and they're going to call a flag.
Excessive celebrating. Gotu and Griffin, 15 yards on the kickoff.
I mean, that really fooled everybody. I mean, it
Fooled
was
me.
the toss there to to Griffin, and then into the end zone. I mean, that was out of control.
As Matt DeBow is waving to us again, wearing the yellow gloves, he's just a Monish character.
Great play, though, too, by the wide receiver caught that ball. I mean, he laid out for that pass. He dove, and he knew he was going to score the touchdown, so great play. And you also get good credit, too, to the coaching staff for Old Tappan for having Old Tappan drive 99 yards to score a touchdown here. So, heck of a job by the coaching staff. My hat's off to them on this drive.
Definitely. Great job there by Brian Dunn, drawing up that play. He totally fooled the Wayne Hills defense, and Mo Gotuk was wide open.
Extra point attempt is good. So 14-7 with 1:14 remaining here in the first half.
Wait, I think the penalty was assessed on the extra point.
It was, David.
How come not on the kickoff?
I think the referee made a mistake. That's what Coach Olsen is discussing with the referee right now.
Because Old Tappan has a very good kicker. I believe their kicker, Andrew, is K-Chul Shin. Is that right?
Yes.
He kicked a 39-yard field goal against Wayne Hills back in Old Tappan. And that's how Old Tappan got their offensive points. So he has a big leg, and 10 yards isn't going to hurt him on an extra point.
That Dave Ogden penalty seemed to be the momentum shifter so far in this game.
Well, let's see how Wayne Hills responds on offense. 1:14 left. Let's see if Jeremiah can get them down the field. And while I have a moment, I'd like to send our get wells to the injured Wayne Hills players. Mike Giampapa is still off his broken leg. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. Kevin Altanji, I believe he had his shoulder surgery this past week. Wish him a speedy recovery as well. I feel really bad for him. He had that surgery last year. He worked his way back. He was playing really well for Wayne Hills, but now he's out for the year, and hopefully he could be in the linebacker mix. And then Matt Lachansky, a sophomore. I haven't talked to him in a while, but I just noticed he's on the sidelines on crutches tonight. He may have sprained his ankle or broken his leg. Wish him a speedy recovery.
Looks like a broken ankle or broken foot.
Squib kick there, taken by Tim Waller. As Waller gets to about the 40-yard line. Not what the Golden Knights anticipated there. They would have preferred a kick on the ground to take a couple of hops, not a line drive kick right to Waller.
I can understand why you would do a squib in this situation because Carlton Morrison and Dan DeSico have done a great job returning kicks. But why would you risk giving this type of field position to Wayne Hills? They could definitely go 60 yards in 1 minute and 8 seconds because this offense is very powerful, as we all know.
KO leads his troops to the line. Play action fake. He runs to his left. He's looking for room. He gets a block there by Steve DiBianco. He gets to the outside, and he's going to get a first down. Here he might be just short, depending on the referee's spot.
Great blocking there by Kevin Barakat as he made a hole for Jeremiah Kale, and a very smart decision there by Jeremiah to get out of bounds. In this situation, you have to use the clock. Every yard is great, but the clock is more important. Now the clock is stopped.
These drives are key to a game. This proves how good your quarterback can
59
be.
seconds remaining in the ball game in the first half.
these, as I was saying, these drives prove how good your quarterbacks are. This shows if they can lead their offense down the field 4 points in tough situations in big games like we have tonight in this state playoff first-round game.
Encroachment on the defense.
Offsides on the defense, and
Offsides against the Patriots.
they're going to call on the Patriots. Pardon me, the referee made a mistake in the beginning, so it's offsides on the Patriots. So it'll be 2nd and 6
5-yard penalty, 2nd and 6.
with 57 seconds remaining in the first half.
Coming up at the half. Actually, never mind. That was already in pregame. My bad. Happens to the best of us.
Don't worry about it, David.
Well, if you missed it in pregame, I sat down with Jeremiah in the locker room report.
Way to cover up your mistake. Jeremiah takes a ball fake. He's running down the field, and he's going to be taken out of bounds by number 15, Steven Martinez. So it will be a first down for the Patriots.
I was faked out there at first. Great run there by Jeremiah Kale as he really shows his speed to the outside, great agility, and another smart decision to get out of bounds. So he's really doing a great job managing the clock.
This shows what key Jeremiah brings to his offense. He brings his mobility and his ability on the ground to run the ball, which is something that is important for a quarterback to have. The ability to get out of the pocket and get big yards, kind of like Michael Vick does.
48 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3 wide receivers. Hand it off to DeSico, back to Barakat. Barakat trying to make room. He's running to the right side. Flag on the play. He's going to be dropped there by Jack Korskin, but there's a flag on the play, and it's against the Patriots, so I guess it's going to be holding.
Could be holding or clipping.
Or a legal push in the back.
I think that's clipping, right?
Yeah, I think it was clipping. Not sure who it was on.
Ray Van Pena, I believe.
Oh, that's 15 yards, I believe. So that's a terrible penalty there for the Wayne Hills Patriots.
I believe they're going to call down on Ray Van Penen. Not exactly sure.
Coach Olson is wondering on the sideline what the penalty is about.
Against the Patriots.
So 2 penalties have really hurt Wayne Hills on this drive. Well, the 5-yard penalty didn't really hurt because Jeremiah had a great run after that, but this penalty I think hurt. To see Coach Olson talking to the ref.
The heralded coach, who's been here for 21 years now. I mean, he's really made himself a legend in the hallways of Wayne Hills High School and outside the hallways in high school football history. Play action fake. Kale drops back. He throws it down the field. He hits his tight end, Scott Schultz. And he's going to be dropped short of the first down as the Patriots take a timeout with 31 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Great pocket awareness there by Jeremiah Kyle. He saw the pressure coming. He stepped on the pocket, and he fired an absolute strike to Scott Schultz.
And Scott Schultz is a receiver that's good to be a safety blanket. The guy is huge. It's some guy you can throw the ball up to. He can jump up and get the ball, and he can drag receivers down the field with him as he goes for extra yardage.
As Wayne Hills has called their first timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout Wayne Hills.
Questions, comments, concerns, please email us. WayneHillsTV@AOL.com. That is WayneHillsTV@AOL.com.
Are you a pro sports fan? Then watch the 30-minute drill with Jason Olephant, Aaron Ploshnik, Jake Silverman, Sean Yu, Michael Botwinick, number 25 for your Wayne Hills Patriots, Carlton Marson, Dan Cohen, and Justin Horahan. Shows are aired weekly. It's just a fantastic show, and now they're taking on the tradition after me, Andrew, Gayo, Andrew Axelband, Matt Taylor, the offspring of George and Debbie, Matt Dubow, just some of the great drill people. Now that moved on to bigger and better things. And also Zelma's son, Ryan Dewey.
2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Kale bubble screen there to DeSico. He's running towards the outside. He's going to be hit, dropped down there by number 25, James Falkerstern.
Good play by the Wayne Hills Patriots. The only thing that could have been better, though, Dan DeSico should have gone to out of bounds to save Wayne Hills a timeout in this situation.
That's what I would have done because Fulham was basically blocking two people. He blocked one, he screened another. So great job there by Mike Fulham on the outside. And one of the reasons why they moved him to wide receiver, well, actually put him out at wide receiver this year, is because obviously the catching abilities that he has and the size that he has, but also he's done a great job blocking on the outside. And if the Patriots are looking to get a field goal here, I would definitely get the ball in the middle of the field. Last week, Scott Iowa Schultz kicked probably about a 32 or 33 yarder from the right hash mark, and it was short. And he's looked much better on kicks straight away than kicks from the hash mark.
And I'm confused. That signal just really that baffled me. I don't know. Maybe
First down for who was that?
I don't that. Yeah.
I think you need to go to ref school and learn these signals, or maybe the ref did not learn the proper signals.
No, he pointed at us. That was a first down towards us.
Yeah,
he gave us the.
I think he likes you, Dave. He pointed at you.
He thinks you're sacred, Andrew.
No,
We all know.
I contradict.
Well, I beg to differ, Mr. Gayo.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Great analogy, Mr. Weston.
It is a first down. He pointed, but he didn't point in the right direction. Maybe, I don't. Never mind.
What happens to the best of us?
Dave, I can't take credit for that analogy. I have to give that to Mr. Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Very nice. So, while we have a moment, let's talk about some of the other North 1 Group 3 matchups. Tomorrow night, the Teaneck Highwaymen will host Morris Hills, and then the Parsippany Hills Vikings will host Roxbury. And for the first time in recent memory, the Green Rares of Ramapo and the Demorest Norsemen are not playing in the North 1 Group 2 playoffs. Ramapo will play at Nutley tomorrow in consolation bracket.
I heard they're at Preakness Country Club, getting their golf clubs ready because they're playing leisure time right now.
Well, actually, they have a game tomorrow.
All right, David. I know.
No rings this year for Ramapo.
Kale drops back. He throws a pass to Schultz. He gets into the end zone for a touchdown as the Patriots take a 20-7 lead.
As I've always said before, the Patriots need to pass the ball to Scott Schultz. He's such a great target over the middle of the field. And as you saw there, Scott Schultz made the catch in traffic. And the great strength after the catch, dragging a couple of Golden Knights into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's kind of like a Jeremy Shockey. Big size, speed, and explosiveness and power. Full package right there.
Seco to hold, Schultz to attempt the extra point. Snaps good, holds good. The kick sails through the uprights. So a 21-7 lead with 18 seconds remaining here in the first half. That was a big score for the Patriots so that they could get another score there before the half.
Huge play there for Wayne Hills. Now they're up 21-7. And unless Old Tappan has a miracle here in return, Old Tappan will be down 21-7 going into the half. And don't forget, Wayne Hills has the ball to start off the second half. So Wayne Hills could be up 28-7 before Old Tappan gets the ball again in the second half.
And by Wayne Hills coming out the second half, that can start to put Old Tappan away in this game. They have Wayne Hills come away with a victory in the first round of the state playoffs and move on to the second round.
People were talking about how will Jeremiah respond? Will he be able to handle the pressure? How will he play in the playoffs? Well, here's your answer tonight. 2 touchdowns so far. He's been playing a fantastic game for these Wayne Hills Patriots. And Christian Olsen has to be very proud of his quarterback.
So here comes the kickoff unit for the Patriots. Rowan Falkerson to return for the Golden Knights. And Scott Iowa Schultz, the kick for the Patriots. So 18 seconds remaining here in the first half. Real tight game in the early going. Scott goes up the kick. He kicks a squibber towards the center of the field, taken there on a hop by Jamie Rowe. He takes it to about the 33-yard line where the Golden Knights will take over. Most likely they will kneel it. That's what I would guess.
This score now is more of an indication of how Wayne Hills has played so far. But the way Old Tappan has played, I don't really know how they'd feel, because if they were down by 1 touchdown, they would have been ecstatic, considering that Wayne Hills has really dominated this game. But now down 2 touchdowns, and considering that Old Tappan only scored 10 points against Wayne Hills the last time, Old Tappan probably has to be a little skeptical here.
They must be, I mean, their nerves have to be going. So now Old Tappan's going to have to burn a timeout, as some confusion there.
Between Kyle Jansen and Mo Gotu.
So 13 seconds remaining. Brian Dunn's going to go in there and talk some things over. I mean, quite frankly, you kneel it. That's what you want to do, because you don't want a turnover, and you don't want to put the Patriots any more points on the board. Do you enjoy watching school news? You sure bet I do. Then tune in to Patriot Pride on Channel 77, where Akil Avancha is the lead anchor for Patriot Pride. I mean, now, the words that come to mind when I think of Akil are just some things I cannot say on air, but he's a great individual. I mean, in my physics class, he's just cracking jokes all the time, keeping the mood very light.
One word you could use for Akil's legend.
Oh, well,
Carmine
besides
Villa's
the
physics
obvious.
Class. Carmine Villa, what a guy he is. He's such a unique man. And I have to ask him, his Parsippany Hills Vikings are the 4th seed. And he's not a big football guy, but I'm sure he's rooting hard for his Vikings. His son, I believe, is a freshman at Parsippany Hills, and he's a very good basketball player for what I hear.
Rowe goes in motion, handed off to Gotuk. He runs up the middle for about a 7-yard gain. 7 seconds remaining and counting. As it looks like that is the end of the first half of action, as the Wayne Hills Patriots lead the Golden Knights of Old Tappan 21-7. Guys, in the first half, it has been a defensive battle between these two teams. Parker, how is Wayne Hills going to do in the second half if they want to keep up this good play?
Well, Wayne Hills should not change anything. They have played a strong game so far. I wouldn't look for Wayne Hills to change anything. The only thing they need to work on is probably their running game. Their running game, they struggled a little bit, but then they had some bursts from Carlton Marson. Other than that, Wayne Hills has done a good job so far. The one big play that hurt him was Dave Ogden penalty, and that kind of switched the momentum for that play. And Old Tappan was able to drive down the field and score a touchdown. But other than that, Wayne Hills played a strong first half, and I will look for any changes coming to the second half.
Jeremiah Kell has played an excellent game so far. He's getting the wide receivers involved. He's really running the ball well. I like the deception by the Wayne Hills offense, using a lot of fakes. On the defensive side of the ball, for the most part, they've done a great job shutting down Mo Gotak and Jamie Rowe. But just that one penalty by Dave Ogden really hurt them, and that's why Old Tappan got their touchdown. But Wayne Hills, when they get back on defense, that have to make Old Tappan have a 3-and-out, so then they lessen the confidence in the Old Tappan offense.
And we have someone special here. Matt DeBow is here. So, Matthew, if you can come here for a second.
We got you on camera. You're dancing.
You are on camera, Matthew.
Joe and Janice are so proud of you right now, Matthew.
He's just,
how are you,
if
sir?
you look at that beautiful sculpture of a body. Matthew, early on, 21-7. How's Wayne Hills done in the early going?
I'm very, very happy with the Wayne Hills offense. They're really putting it together. I mean, the defense is also showing, except for that last little drive. But, I mean, I really think they're going to come out with a win. I'm very looking forward to helping you guys out in the broadcasting end with the next round.
Matthew, you're looking fantastic, to say the least. I mean, you must be freezing your butt off. I mean, how do you do this?
The adrenaline really takes over, acts as a blanket. I'm very warm right now. I'm not cold at all. Swear to God.
Matthew, you smell terrific. Thank you, everybody. We will be back for the second half of action. But first, you must watch Matthew Paterno's The Wayne Hills Marching Band. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Wayne Valley High School, Passaic Valley 35, Wayne Valley 13 at the half. Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand and give an appropriate round of applause to the Wayne Hills Patriot Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, here is an updated score from
Sports editor of the Patriot Press, Max Henson. So Max, Wayne Hills and Olephant, they have played many close matchups in the past, but Wayne Hills has basically dominated this game. What are your thoughts on the game so far, and why has Wayne Hills been so successful?
Yeah, well, I got to say, at the beginning, we really had a close game. We were going back to New Jersey-style playoff football. And Olephant, their first drive, they really did some nice things there. They're moving the ball down the field. Unlike we've really seen all year against this Wayne Hills defense, the front four was really getting pushed back, and they were having some nice run plays. They got into trouble towards the end. Matt Johnson, who would have thought, comes up with the interception and runs it back, and Wayne Hills never looks back from there. They're up 21-7 now. Wayne Hills is really looking good. Kale's having another good game, strong. Got that nice touchdown pass to Schultz there towards the end of the first half. And they're really getting things together. They had a couple, uncharacteristic penalties. Fulham had that little, after the play was over, he had that little penalty. I'm sure, Olsen will fix that up. But it was playoff football. Everyone's a little excited, and then they're doing well now. They're really back on top of things.
Now, to the viewers at home, I don't know if you can see Max's sweatshirt, but he's wearing a Maryland sweatshirt. But don't let that deceive you, because he's a huge Rutgers fan. So watching that game last night, what was going through your mind when you saw Ito make that field goal?
Well, I got to say, it's not really fair to say I'm a Rutgers fan. I'm very proud of the Rutgers program. I really got to say, being a sports fan in the state of New Jersey, we never really had anything with Rutgers, especially college football. And just to see them do that well on that big a stage, being the number 3 team in the country in Louisville, you got to give a lot of credit to Shiano and all the work he's done up there. It was really an unbelievable scene to see that crowd mob in the field towards the end of the game, and to see a player like Ray Rice and to see the recruits that are really coming into Rutgers now becoming a powerhouse. It's really nice to see that the program is really doing well. It's good for Rutgers. Good to see.
So you're in my fantasy football league, and you won the first
Yeah.
3 weeks. You're playing great,
And
and
yeah.
you've lost the last couple
know.
weeks, and you've really been struggling. And this past week, you lost to the last place
Well.
team, Daniel Katz's team.
Well.
What do you have to do to get your team back on the right track?
Yeah, fantasy football. It's really you can't really predict what's gonna happen. I was doing really well in the beginning. Things have slowed down for me now, but you're gonna fight it out, and hope for the best. But there's nothing you can do. I'm more about the real life going on. I care really about the real NFL. But fantasy football's fun when you're winning. Right now I'm not, so it's not as fun as it could be. But it's all right. It's nothing too bad.
So for the first time, you're on the air by yourself.
First
Ricky
time.
Katz. Many people call him your brother, and he's not here. He's at Washington D.C. touring colleges.
he is
What
not
is
here.
it like to be on the air by yourself?
It's different not having him here for his opinions, but it's fine being here with you. It's great. We got some great
I
football
feel
behind
honored.
us. Yeah, I mean we got a great game, and we were hoping for a Hills Valley matchup, but it doesn't. What's the score of that game? Do you remember what the score?
35-13 Passaic Valley.
So we're hoping for the best with that. I'd really like to see a Hills Valley matchup, but no, we've got some great playoff football going on. Rutgers is doing well. It's a great time for New Jersey football. Let's put it that way.
And my last question, there's a senior faithful here tonight with their shirts off. They painted their chests red. How would your parents, Melinda and Bernie, feel if you were part of that faithful?
I've got it. They'd probably be honored. That is, you got to have a lot of guts to do something like that. Those guys over there really, they're putting it all out there tonight, especially just taking their shirts off and putting the Hills thing on. They got a little wild, but they're coming out. They're supporting the Wayne Hills faithful, and that's what they need now in this playoff football. Really getting everybody excited, and it's great to be here. First playoff game. Hopefully, a couple more on our way to the state championship.
Well, it's great to see that you're really honored by what they're doing. But do you think in your future career, do you think you could ever do something like that?
I would hope that wherever college I end up, I get to mob the field or something like they did last night at Rutgers.
Well, I'm talking about the shirt thing.
Huh?
The shirt thing.
What do you mean? Oh, taking the shirt up. Well, I don't know if I'd ever go as extreme as that. You never know what could happen where you just get caught up in things like they happen to have. But no, they're showing a lot of spirit, and you got to give it up to them for that.
Max Henson, it's an honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Dave.
So that was Max Henson, senior sports editor for the Patriot Press, and we'll be back for the second half of the action shortly. Back here for the second half of the action here at Patriot Stadium. The Wayne Hills Patriots are defeating the Golden Knights of Olephant 21-7. And now I am joined by sports editor of the Wayne today, Rich Sambulian. So Rich, Wayne Hills and Olephant, they've played in many close matchups the last couple of times out. And you saw Wayne Hills play Olephant back on October 20th at Olephant. What's been the difference tonight for this Wayne Hills Patriots team back from that first game against Olephant?
Well, the first game, they really encountered a lot of adversity there. Of course, Mike Giampapa went down with the injury late in the first half, and Jeremiah Kale had to step in and lead the team. And that was really their toughest test of the season up to this point. Tonight, I think Hills looks pretty good on offense. They've shown some versatility. Jeremiah's had a real good first half throwing a football, a couple of big throws to Scott Schultz. But I think the difference, the reason this game isn't, the reason the Patriots aren't ahead by maybe 21-0 or even 28-0 is that made some mistakes defensively and kind of allowed Olephant to get back into the game. So it's still anybody's game.
Speaking of Jeremiah Kale, 2 weeks ago against Ramapo, he didn't really look too good. He had a couple of turnovers. He played sloppy. Tonight, it's been a full 180 for him. He's really played a great game. He's really felt the pressure. He's moved up when he's had to. He's made the throws. He's made the big runs. And he's made the big plays for this Wayne Hills team. Why has he improved so much? And how is he doing it tonight?
I think he's doing it. You see him doing it with his legs as well as his arm tonight, and that's Jeremiah is a complete quarterback in that regard. And I think when he has success early in the game running the ball, that helps him relax. I'm sure that helps him relax, and he's more confident in his decision making. He throws a better ball. You saw the 2 throws he had to Scott Schultz were just perfectly executed. So I think he's settled down. He's had more reps now since that first game, even since the Ramapo game, and I think he's gotten a little more experience, and he's more confident. And confidence is a big part of it.
Olephant, they've had their troubles on offense at times, especially running the ball, and then Kyle Jansen has had a really tough time throwing the ball. How come the Olephant offense really hasn't been able to get it going yet?
Well, the Patriots are going to key on stopping Mo Gotok and Jamie Rowe, And if they can control the running game, I think Coach Olson is probably pretty confident that Olephant cannot beat his team through the air. At least they can't make big plays against them through the air. So they've got to get their running game going. And now down 2 touchdowns, you might see them try to have to come out and throw the ball a little more early in the second half.
We've seen a lot of intensity in this game tonight. We've seen a couple of taunting penalties, some arguing back and forth between the teams. Talk about the intensity and, I guess in general, some of the bickering going on between these two teams.
Well, it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. It's the second time they're playing each other this season. They know there's a lot at stake. The teams know each other. The emotions. You got to remember, David, we're talking about high school kids here. It's pretty easy for a kid to momentarily snap and get a taunting penalty or whatever, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. They just have to remember to keep their emotions in check and keep their eye on the prize, as the coaches say. We're here to play football. That's what you got to do. If you take a bad penalty, if you take a foolish penalty like that, you're just going to hurt your team. And I think we'll see more business-like approach in the second half.
One quick last question. The Passaic Valley Horse are defeating the Wayne Valley Indians 35-13 at the half. Many people in Wayne thought semifinals, Wayne Hills, Wayne Valley at Wayne Hills next Friday. Passaic Valley has other feelings. What do you how disappointed do you think the Wayne residents would be if there was not a semifinal between Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley?
How disappointed?
Yes.
Oh, tremendously disappointed. That would be a great thing for the town. Coach Olson said last week, I want to see that game against Wayne Valley. We'll have a great buzz for the whole week leading up to it. And you got to, it's only happened a couple of times. I'm fortunate to have been at the first, but not the second. And obviously, it would be a great event for the town. More than just a sporting event, it would be a great event and bring a lot of townspeople together. So, hopefully, we'll see if Wayne Valley can rebound in the second half and Hills hold on here, and maybe we'll get that game.
Rich and Boyne, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And we hope to see you next week for the semifinal matchup either against Passaic Valley and Wayne Valley.
I look forward to being here.
Thank you.
And we are back for the second half of action here at Patriots Stadium, where the Wayne Hills Patriots are leading the Golden Knights of Tappan 21-7. I'm Andrew Gayo, alongside me David Suntup and Jason Olephant. Right now, as it looks, the Patriots, they're taking over on their 35-yard line. If the Patriots, if they want to make a statement, if they score here, it really puts the Golden Knights in a big deficit.
No doubt about it, because Tappan, it's going to be really hard for him to score against this Wayne Hills defense.
Jeremiah Kale takes it to his left side. He's running towards the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds for about a 5-yard gain.
That's a very key play in the Wayne Hills playbook, the Jeremiah Kale keeper. Wayne Hills has worked that play effectively so far this game, and Tappan hasn't found a way to stop that play as of yet this game.
And Tappan, the first time they played against Wayne Hills, they really had a lot of trouble putting up points. So if Wayne Hills gets a touchdown here, I don't see how they could get 21 points in less than about 21 minutes in this game.
Kale, 2nd and 5. Brzezinski goes in motion for the Patriots. Handed off there to Van Peenan. He takes it up the middle for a first down and a little more. Good carry there by big Ray Van Peenan as the Patriots get another first down.
That's the old rail last year. A quick burst right up the middle, and then he drove a couple of Tappan Golden Knights for about 3 or 4 yards. That's the old Ray Van Peenan from last year. He's either breaking tackles or he's dragging ball carriers 3 or 4 yards. Great run there by Ray Van Peenan.
So a first down now as the Patriot faithful are walking towards the Tappan side. The men with the men without the shirts. So,
beware! Just learn from my experience.
Ray Van Peenan runs to the left side. He goes out of bounds for about a 7-yard gain. So 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Patriots.
Wayne Hills on this drive should look to utilize Ray Van Peenan more. As you've seen in the last 2 plays, they have been utilizing Ray Van Peenan more. And if they can get him going, Wayne Hills can get up and close out this game early.
Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5.
Oh, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots. So guys, right now Wayne Valley is losing to the Passaic Valley Hornets 35-13. So right now, as it looks, they're in a big deficit. It's going to be hard for a Wayne Hills-Wayne Valley semifinal. Van Penen runs up the gut trying to get some more room. He's going to be close to a first down.
He has the first down. So good job there by Ray Van Penen moving the chains. He's really done a good job running up the middle so far in the top. I know it's only been a few plays, but maybe that's something Wayne Hills can really work off of and start making more plays where Ray Van Penen runs right up the gut. But going back to your point about Wayne Valley, Passaic Valley, they've done a good job containing Matt Dortch and that powerful Wayne Valley offense. And Wayne Valley, they build around their defense. Brian O'Connor's done a great job as coach, but the defense for Wayne Valley just has not existed tonight.
Handed off there to Van Penen for a little gain there. Good blocking there by Nico Stevens. So a second down coming up for the Patriots.
Dave, you talked about it earlier in the first quarter, how you thought Ray Van Penen should go up the middle more instead of going out to the right and to the left. And I think he should go up the middle. And as you see in this past drive, Ray Van Penen has been getting yards going up the middle. And when he goes to the side, he hasn't been getting as much yards as he does when he gets up the middle. So Ray Van Penen has been doing good thus far this second half.
Second and 5. Handed off there to Ray Van Penen. So a little gain there, about 4 yards. Going to be close to the first down once again. So third down coming up for the Patriots.
Third and short situation here for Wayne Hills. I haven't seen too many times where they haven't converted on situations like this.
Third and about 1.
Do you think Wayne Hills would do a trick play here, maybe a reverse or a bubble screen, or do you just run up the middle of Ray Van Penen?
I think you run up the middle because right now they can't stop Ray. So third and 1 now for the Patriots. Handed off to Ray. He's got room. He's running to the outside. He makes a cut back to the inside. He gets the first down and a little more. So Ray Van Penen really showing signs of the old Ray, as you were saying, David.
Oh, definitely. Good juke there by Ray Van Penen. He caught it to the outside, and then he deked the defender, and he was able to get about 3 to 4 yards on that play.
That knee is looking healthier and healthier as you see Ray Van Penen getting those quick speeds, cutting to the inside, cutting to the outside. Ray Van Penen, his agility looks like it's 100%, and he looks healthy and ready to go.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Handoff once again to Van Penen. He runs to the outside. He's going to be stopped for a loss. Taken down there by number 8, Jack Korsgen. So it'll be second down for the Patriots.
Great job there by Jack Korsgen to get into the backfield. Good penetration there as he tackles Ray Van Penen for a 2-yard loss.
21-7 here in the third quarter. Wayne Hills is leading the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. DeSico checks into the game as Van Penen and Massoud check out. Well, 8 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. So here come the Patriots, second and 13 in the Old Tappan's zone. Kale drops back, throws a little screen there to DeSico. Breaks one tackle, but he's going to be taken down for a deep loss. As a big loss on that play.
Old Tappan. Sorry about that.
Third down coming up for the Patriots.
Old Tappan covered that play well. They knew the bubble screen was coming, and they handled Dan DeSico. And in order for Old Tappan to stay in this game, they need to contain Wayne Hills and hold them to at least only a field goal, because the touchdown here blows open this game, makes it 28-7 with 7:20 left here in the third quarter.
7:15 here left in the third quarter play. Wayne Hills is defeating the Golden Knights of Old Tappan 21-7. If you're just joining us, I'm David Suntup. Andrew Gayo is your play-by-play commentator for tonight, and also Jason Olephant is in the booth right now.
Trips wide receivers left for Kale. Kale drops. He's scrambling. He throws to Brzezinski. He hits him. There's a flag on the play. This could be coming back. They're going to call holding on the Patriots. So that play is taken away. That was a nice play there by Jeremiah Kale as he scrambled to his left. And he hit Jeff Brzezinski right into the numbers.
So on that type of play where the holding penalty occurred, does Olephant decline that penalty and then it's fourth down for Wayne Hills, or does Wayne Hills get another chance to try to convert on
To
third down?
redo it downs.
So this may actually help out Wayne Hills if they could get a really long play here.
15-yard penalty. This is big right here.
So it's going to be 3rd and 28.
Well, the good thing for Wayne Hills is even if they don't score here, they've already taken off 7+ minutes on the clock as Coach Olson's talking to Jeremiah trying to formulate a play here. But Wayne Hills has already taken up half the clock in this third quarter. So it's a successful drive for Wayne Hills whether they score or not.
Yeah, it should be 3rd and 33 because the 15-yard penalty should have been assessed on the 3rd and 18. Nevertheless, the scoreboard's incorrect. Kale, timeout Wayne Hills as they go in to talk things over. So Coach Olson's going in there to get things, together because this is a big play. If they get a first down here, I mean, that's humongous. But if they don't, they can't afford to turn over the ball either.
At least for Wayne Hills, get a little deeper into Olephant territory and pin them deep. The thing that I really liked before, Dan DeSico, when he had to punt, great coverage there by Wayne Hills. They did a great job getting in the field. And they pinned Olephant inside the 5-yard line. That was a huge play there for Wayne Hills.
Wayne Hills, in all their games this season, haven't had many penalties called on them. And they have many penalties called on them today. And for Wayne Hills on this next play, look for Mike Fulham to get involved because he's been shut down so far this game. And he's due for a big play.
One other thing I want to bring up. I think that Olephant is better than both Wayne Valley and Passaic Valley. I really want to see how Passaic Valley or Wayne Valley does here against Wayne Hills. Because while Olephant may not have the record of those two teams, Olephant plays in the tougher conference. I see the Olephant Golden Knights faithful, not a huge faithful, and the faithful that threw the stick at me is not present here at Patriot Stadium.
Play action fake by Jeremiah. He throws it deep. It's headed for DeSico. And it's incomplete. So a fourth down coming up for the Patriots.
That ball is a little underthrown to Dan DeSico. Jeremiah wants to get a little more distance on that ball, a little bit more towards the sideline. Good thing that ball was not intercepted. One thing I want to bring up, I think Olephant had a better team last year than this year. Would you agree with me? They had more of a passing game. They still have that great rushing attack. I just think they didn't get into states because Ramapo was really good and they lost to Ramapo. And then I think if Olephant played Demarest before the cutoff, the Olephant would have gotten the power points against the states.
Punt there by DeSico, taken by Jamie Rowe. Rowe takes it up. He's going to be smothered there by the defense. By good special teams coverage by the Patriots. That was Keishel Shin on the return. So now it will be where the Golden Knights take over on offense.
Good coverage there by Wayne Hills on the punt. Number 10, Kyle Hannenberg, and number 4, Tim Waller, assisted on the tackle.
So it looks like the cheerleading crew is getting some more faithfuls.
They are bringing
Matt Dubois, E. White, Shane Colpon, Eric Kavanaugh, and Dan Lane. Oh, God, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, this
Matt
is
Dubois waving the pom-poms. Janice and Joe, this is going to be the night of your life. Shane Colpon just caught the pom-poms. He's going to be shaking those things like crazy.
a little scramble there by Gotuk. He's going to be stopped short. So second down coming up for the Golden Knights.
Oh, they're going to lift Dan Lane up. I can't believe this. This is just incredible.
This is, oh no.
This might just be the most sacred moment of Wayne Hills high school history.
If we get this on camera. So we got 2nd and 9 now for the Golden Knights. Jansen jots back, pump fakes, throws. Incomplete. Gotuk pleading his case for a pass interference call, but there is nothing of it. So that'll be third down.
I didn't see too much holding there. That was just a bad pass there by Jansen. He didn't throw it high enough, and he led Gotuk too far.
Good coverage there by Danny DeSico.
So now we're going to have 3rd and 9 for the Patriots.
Big play here for Old Tappan because if they don't convert here,
3rd and 9 for the Patriots.
the way Wayne Hills
Tappan.
did on the in terms of clock
3rd
possession
and 9 for the
and controlling the
Patriots.
clock, Wales just did a great job controlling the clock on their last drive.
Jansen drops back. His pass is tipped. And it's intercepted there by Tim Waller. Great play there by Tim Waller getting the tip. Somebody tipped it on the line. I'm not sure who it is.
There's a
but it went
flag.
right to Tim Waller.
Jason, was the flag thrown after the play was dead?
There was no flag.
A referee
mis-
threw a flag.
He thought
but
the ball was the flag. It's okay. Oh, there was a flag?
But like I've said before, Tim Waller has made so many clutch plays for this Wayne Hills team, especially on 3rd down. He makes another one right there as the Wayne Hills cheerleaders are trying to pump up the Wayne Hills faithful. So I think that was a nail in the coffin for Old Tappan. What do you guys think?
A lot of time left. Hand off there to the Mars. Oh, the play action fake. Give it up. There. They fooled me.
Fooled me too.
Gives it up to Ray Van Peenan. So now, 1st down for the Patriots.
I thought Carlton Marson there was walking his way on the right side of your TV screen into the end zone, but Wayne Hills totally faked all of us out. Ray Van Peenan going to his left. Great run. Almost had the end zone right there.
So now, if Old Tappan wants to stay in this game, I think they have to force a turnover here. Otherwise, I think it's over with.
Kale, play action fake, throws it to the middle. There is a flag on the play. And we're going to have...
It's on Wayne Hills.
So this will back the Patriots up a couple yards. That was dangerous because that pass could have been picked off by the Patriots. Not by the Golden Knights. I'm really stumbling over myself. I'm just... A lot of things have been going on.
Andrew, 2 years ago, when John Pobans did not come up to do the 3rd quarter of the Wayne Hills Teaneck game, you were thrown into the fire. Cody Crucial's like, David, go get Andrew. He's doing the 3rd quarter. How do you think you progressed from that moment as a broadcaster?
I've definitely
From
matured.
there to here.
Back then, I was a baby. And now, I guess you could say I've become a young man. Kale scrambles around. He's going to be knocked down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. But, David, back to your question. I mean, too bad we couldn't get a tape of that game, like, rolled in as we were speaking. But that was unbelievable. I mean, I had some unusual comments that game. I was very nervous. I did not know what I was doing at the time. I was basically talking about how loud the stadium was.
Well, don't worry. Beth and Tony still loved you after that. That's the good thing.
Antonio is a good man. So was Beth. She's
Words
a good
can't
woman.
describe the kind of people they are.
Yeah, I mean, but David, it was a start of a dynasty, I guess you could say, when that all began. Thank God for John Pobans missing out a quarter. 2nd and 13. Hand off there to DeSico, trying to make a fake around, and he's going to be spun down by the Golden Knights. Golden Knights really stiffening up inside their 20-yard line. Inside their 20-yard line. So now 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Golden Knights.
Good defense there by Old Tappan. They didn't fall for that reverse fake, the double reverse fake, as they did a good job bottling up Danny DeSico.
This is a crucial point in the game here. 3rd and 15. Old Tappan needs to hold Wayne Hills here in order to remain alive in this game.
So next week, on Friday, November 17th, the second round of the semifinals of the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs will take place here at Patriot Stadium. They will play either Passaic Valley or Wayne Valley, most likely the Passaic Valley Hornets.
Kale, 3rd down, drops back, throws a pass towards the middle. It tipped off Scott Schultz's hand. It went into the end zone. So now it'll be 4th down coming up for the Patriots.
Dangerous play there for Jeremiah Kale. I forget who he was looking for. He was looking for one of the wide receivers, and he threw it into a crowd. He's lucky that pass wasn't picked off because that would have been a huge play there for Old Tappan.
And Scott Schultz is going to be kicking a field goal attempt only his second try of the season. His first try came last week against the Mawa Thunderbirds, and that kick came short. So
32 yards.
about a 32-yard field goal here for Schultz.
Left hash mark.
32-yard kick for Schultz. DeSico to hold. Snaps high. Schultz kicks a high one. And this one splits the uprights. Nice, solid kick there by Scott Schultz. So now the Patriots hold a 24-7 lead.
What a beautiful kick by Scott Iowa Schultz. We know he's known for his great leg, and that was just a high booming kick right through the uprights. Great job by Scott Schultz.
Well, we all knew Scott Schultz had the leg, but now he really has the accuracy. And I know after last week, he really wants to come back and make a kick. And also, great job there by Dan DeSico getting that snap down. As Dan DeSico, he's only been the holder for Wayne Hills since October 20th at Old Tappan when Mike Giampapa, who was the former holder, got hurt.
Well, in the beginning of the season, he was the holder as well until Giampapa took over.
Really?
So,
I thought Giampapa was
no,
always
not the
holder.
whole time. DeSico had it like the first 2 games, and then Jipu took over, and then until Jipu got hurt. Then it went back to DeSico. So now it will be 24-7 with 2:37 remaining here in the third quarter. So
as they're straightening out the clock, there have been many scoreboard problems here at Patriot Stadium. Last week, the scoreboard actually did not work, so there was no time on the scoreboard.
would you like to see the best pregame show ever back? It's going to be back next week. Watch One-on-One with Number 1, hosted by myself, Andrew Gayo, with the quarterback Number 1, who is currently injured, Michael Giampapa. It's back next week. That's why our ratings have been slipping lately, because there has been no One-on-One with Number 1. They've been just watching Dave's interviews, and quite frankly, well, that's not all you need. You need Jipu and me in there.
Well, Andrew, like I said, have fun trying to get rides when I get my license on Wednesday. Oh, actually, just a reminder, 5 days, on November 15th, I will have my license. I'll be a licensed driver in the state of New Jersey.
You better change that number to 19.
Oh, Andrew, you got to relax. You got to calm your emotions. I know you're just jealous. I beat you by 3 months. You still have to wait until
Well,
February 9th.
It's not my fault. Rita and Alan had you earlier than me.
Well,
so,
just luck of the draw.
no. So 2:32 remaining here, where the Golden Knights will take over.
Well, speaking of birthdays, I believe Michael Giampapa has a birthday coming up next Friday, November 17th. Hopefully, he'll be able to drive and do his test. I don't know how the legs feel. I don't know what the doctor's saying. But hopefully, in the near future, he'll be able to take his test, and then he'll be a licensed driver in New Jersey.
Speed sweep there by Rowe, and by Stephen Griffin. As you see there, Michael Giampapa, he'll be back with me on One-on-One, and hopefully he could be back for the state championship on December 2nd. So, but let time tell.
Kevin Olson talking to Mike Giampapa. Kevin Olson, the future at quarterback for the Wayne Hills Patriots, a 6th grader at Schuyler Colfax Middle School. Kevin Olson was taking a little stroll on Mike Giampapa's crutches. He was having a blast. And then Rich Stambulian was to the left of your screen. We always interview Rich every week. Just a great gentleman and a very hard worker for the Wayne today.
2nd and 6 for the Golden Knights. Jansen throws there. Caught there by Rowe. He gets about a yard. So it'll be 3rd down.
If you're not familiar with high school football, Jamie Rowe, once his knee hit the grass, he's down. You don't need to touch anyone down. The first thing that came to my mind is touch him down. But in high school football, once your knee hits the grass, you're down.
That was Mo Gotuk. Thank you, Michael McHugh. So now we have 1:23 remaining in the third quarter. Wayne Hills leads the Golden Knights of Old Tappan 24-7. So Jansen leads his troops to the line. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right. With a man in motion, scrambles to his right, throws a wobbly pass to apparently nobody. So 4th down coming up for the Golden Knights.
Good thing that pass is out of the reach of Mo Gotu, because Dan DeSico was going to level him if he caught that ball. Dan DeSico was ready to put a big hit on Mo Gotu.
Guys, do you think there's a smart move here by Old Tappan not going for it? Because you're punting the ball right back to Wayne Hills, and if they score again, the game's basically over. It's going to be 31-7 in the fourth quarter. So do you think there's a smart move here by Old Tappan?
Well, it's 4th and 6. They've had so much trouble on offense. If Old Tappan doesn't make it here, Wayne Hills has great field position, so you have to punt it. Try to trust your defense.
Picked up there by DeSico at his own 30-yard line. He gets knocked up a little bit. He's tackled out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So now we are back with the heralded man from Germany, number 28, the pitcher for the Wayne Hills Patriots, Q's corner, Michael McHugh. Michael, it's 24-7 now with 47 seconds remaining. What's going on?
Well, this is just a dominant game by Wayne Hills. Another great performance on both ends of the ball, both defensive and offensive. Just a great game by Wayne Hills.
Well, Michael, I mean, quite frankly, that field goal only made things just so much bigger, because now instead of a 14-point ball game, you got a 17-point ball game. I'll get back to you after this play. Hand it off there to Ray Van Peenan. He gets a 7-yard run there, so sets up 2nd and 3 for the Patriots. Michael, if you were out there, if you were suited up, and you're winning 24-7, if you were the running back, and they give you the ball, and Chris Olsen tells you, "Let's go," what would be going through your mind?
What would be going through my mind is I would be thinking touchdown at the moment. I would not be thinking wasting the clock. My mind is at the end zone.
Well, one more thing before we leave here. During the pregame, we were eating, and David Suntup told me to get him yellow cheese instead of white cheese. And I asked him why.
Don't call me yellow.
And he said, because yellow tastes differently than white.
Oh, it does taste
but
different,
don't they
Andrew.
know that yellow is just dyed instead of white? What's your opinion
Well,
on
Andrew,
that?
your taste buds are terrible. That's all I can say.
Actually, it's not really dyed. It's actually a different kind of cheese.
Yeah,
White
exactly.
cheese actually has more cholesterol and is more fattening. I myself prefer white cheese because it tastes better, especially on once in a while when I put cheese on my tail ham and egg sandwiches.
Thank you, Michael. I mean, we all know about yellow cheese and its historics. That's the end of the third quarter as the Wayne Hills Patriots are winning 24-7 against the Golden Knights of Old Tappan, as we are rejoined by P. West. Parker Weston's back in the business. So, guys, I mean, Wayne Hills, they have a pretty comfortable lead right now. How are they going to maintain this? Actually, how is Old Tappan going to come back, Parker?
12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Old Tappan is going to have to play some impeccable offense and defense if they want to come back and at least make this game interesting. I mean, they're down 24-7. You got 12 minutes left. Wayne Hills' offense has been playing too strong. All Wayne Hills has to do is keep running the ball. Old Tappan's defense needs to step it up in this fourth quarter if they want to at least try and make a game of this.
Wayne Valley 20.
So Wayne Valley, they did get a touchdown, but they're still losing pretty big. As all three of us missed a score because we're moving over the blanket that Rita Suntup provided us so our butts could stay warm.
Rita's a hell of a woman.
Oh, words can't describe Rita Suntup. That's all I can say. But Andrew, was the score still, was it 35-20?
Oh, the Valley score?
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
Wow, who do you think I was talking about? The Giants don't play until Sunday.
Well,
It was 49-20.
49-20. Oh my god.
Brian O'Connor forgot his defensive playbook at his house. That's all I can say. Where's the defense at Wayne Valley High School?
I'm upset. I was hoping, senior year go out with a bang, Wayne Hills, Wayne Valley, but I guess not
I was
happening.
hoping too.
I was hoping too.
But Passaic Valley will be here at Patriot Stadium next week, assuming Wayne Hills could hold on. I think they will.
This is 2 years in a row that we've been having experience with Wayne Hills, Wayne Valley playoff football.
Well, I guess that screws up next week's trivia question. So,
Might as well give it now.
Yeah, well, I have a new trivia question for you guys. This was going to be next week's, but as it looks now, unless Valley runs, the flex offense, I don't know. They're not coming back. The question would have been, the last time Wayne Valley beat Wayne Hills in a game was when I was 1 year old, 1991. in this North 1 Group 3 State Sectional Championship. They defeated the Wayne Hills Patriots 7-0 at Wayne Valley. So, I mean, you have to go back a while. And the last time these two played in the season was in 2001, but the Patriots got the better end of that one, winning 41-7 in the playoffs.
All I can say is, if you're a Wayne Valley fan, circle September 7th on your calendar, because that's the next time your team will be playing in a game.
Well, that's also Matt Green's birthday, so
Really?
I have that marked down.
Wayne Hills plays Wayne Valley September 7th?
No, that's their next game.
Because Wayne Valley does not play a Thanksgiving game, so this is it for them.
Ray Van Peenen darts down the sideline, and he's got green, folks. Ray Van Peenen showing signs of what he's used to doing. Touchdown, Patriots 30-7.
A 53-yard touchdown run there by Ray Van Peenen. As I talked about before, he's yet to break that big run. And right there, that's a big run. Great job by Ray Van Peenen using the blockers. And then nothing but green pastures there for the RVP Express, as Jimmy Cavallo would say.
It's good to see the old Ray back in business. We've missed that, so it's good to see him back.
Schultz will attempt the extra point.
Scott Schultz the kick, Seco to hold. Snap's good, hold good, kick is gorgeous. So it's 31-7 now.
Well, Andrew, all I could say is it's hard for a kick to be gorgeous if it's not good. You're jumping the gun there a little bit. But last year, the analogy that I really liked was the snap is good, the kick is good, actually, the snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is beautiful.
Wait, David, that kick was not good?
No, it was wild.
I apologize, Scott.
Don't worry, Beth still loves you, Andrew.
It had a little oomph on it, but it was off. I mean, but nothing like me at Barber Pond in the SFL, so you know, it's no football league.
So a great sight here on the sidelines as Austin Reiser is talking to number 68, I don't have his number, and number 78, Ryan Nolan. Austin Reiser, part of the freshman team. His brother played for Wayne, so Austin Reiser, one of those up-and-coming Patriots.
Yes, his brother did play for Wayne.
He's in my Italian class, and he's a very unique kid. You know, baby-faced Austin Reiser, very quiet kid.
Well, when you mention babyface, I think of Matt Garnto, so you know.
The offspring of Everett. Everyone's my baseball coach. There's a great
Big
tackle
hit
there by
there.
Tim Waller.
Susan and Tim.
would be so satisfied. Susan and Tim, as I've said before, they did a great job raising their kids. Tim, number 4, Mike Waller, number 8, and also their studs in the classroom. Tim Waller, a member of the National Honor Society, and he has gotten a B on a report card since the 4th grade. That's just very impressive.
Absolutely, to say the least. I mean,
Allison De Niro's history class, Pam Burns' chemistry class, Angie Milek's history class. He's just a guru in everything.
I can't remember the last time I got only A's and B's on my report card.
Well, P. West, you're a work in progress, and if I knew your parents' names, I'd say they need to teach you a little better when it comes to the books. But don't worry, P. West, you're still a great broadcaster.
I'm glad.
Go-To takes it down the side, and he's down at about the 7-yard line.
Tack on the carry.
So 30-7 here. The Wayne Hills Patriots beating the Golden Knights of Old Tappan. So with 10 minutes remaining here, we have 30-7. So it's quite frankly, it's become a blowout.
Well, I was talking to Dave Ogden last week when we interviewed him, and he said, you know, if we play Old Tappan, we have the potential to possibly get 30 points against them and shut them down. And last year, when the playoffs came around for the Patriots, that's where they really dominated. They scored 40-plus points in every game, and they shut down every team that they played. So now they're doing the same thing. While they beat Old Tappan by a good margin the first time I played them, now they're really showing what they're about.
First down, Golden Knights.
Folks, since it's 30-7 here in the 4th quarter, we're bringing in Michael McHugh in the booth. So he's gonna be rotating. He's gonna be rotating mics with me. So when he has something to say, he'll tap me and he'll give his best advice to the public. I mean, he's a swami, to say the least. First and 10 for the Golden Knights. Handed it off to Griffin. He's going to be taken down for a 1-yard loss.
Great hit there by Tim Waller as number 1 Steve Griffin just got totally leveled by Mr. Waller.
Tim Waller's been a name we have been talking about a lot today. He seemed to have been on almost most of these plays and has come up big on every play that he's been in.
So the last couple of years, Justin Duman has been known as a student athlete here at Wayne Hills. Now you have a new student athlete, and his name is Timothy Lawrence Waller. Get to know that name very well. That's all I could say.
Get familiar. 2nd and 10 for the Golden Knights. Man goes in motion. Handed off the middle to Gotuk.
Good play there by Eddie Rolfe to get Gotuk's ankle and help on the tackle.
G-Poo looking studious on the sideline, observing with Coach Olson the plays.
Is the running back's last name Go-To or Go-Took?
Well, according to
Gotuk.
Ernie Messi, it's Gotok. According to me, it's Gotuk. According to David last year, it was Gotok. I mean,
That name gave me a lot of problems last year, to say the least.
handed up the middle. A little stuff happening after the play, so. I mean, so 30-7. 7:41, clock's going ticking down for the Golden Knights. They're running out of time to come back.
Well, Andrew, I think Wayne Hills has this game wrapped up. Olephant, basically, next time they'll be playing a football game will be November 23rd, Thanksgiving Day, against the Demarest Norsemen. So they have something to look forward to in a huge rivalry game against the struggling Demarest Norsemen, to say the least.
Play action fake, and he is sacked by Danny DeSico. Danny, an absolute monster on the defensive side.
If I might add, folks, the coordinators for the Wayne Hills Patriots are doing a magnificent job. They are just like sniffing out these plays as soon as the Olephant Golden Knights are lining up at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they're just doing a fantabulous job.
You credit that to John Goldstein?
No, the guys up at the booth, as well as John Goldstein, because he's relaying the information from up in the booth with his headset.
He's a creep, man.
If I might add, there's also going to be an after party at Dave Suntup's house for hot chocolate and cookies.
Well,
Yeah, but
actually,
it's invitation only.
It's Rita's chicken.
No, it's all too late. That was dinner time. This is hot chocolate and cookies right now, folks.
Rita does not like open house parties.
It's invitation only.
Well, that's only like 2 people. Well, anyways, I just can't really express my excitement for Wednesday, November 15th. I'm going to be a licensed driver in the state of New Jersey, and I'm going to have a great car. The 2003 silver Toyota Camry. I'm really looking forward to it. And Andrew, it's going to be really sacred next Friday when I get to drive you home. What's going to be going through your mind when we leave the Wayne Hills campus to go back to your estate?
Well, I'd have to find a good CD because the music that gets played in that car, I mean.
Well, I want to have my iPod, Notre Dame theme song. How about some Dave Matthews Band, Journey? You know, I have good music. Matchbox 20.
How
gonna
about
play
a
some
Chilling
bowling.
Championship?
I think Andrew prefers my music, Dave.
Yeah. How about Jim Jones, We Fly High, Dave?
Bowling. Oh, I'm a baller. Let's put it that way. Or I used to be a baller until Chris Ionell decided he didn't want me on his ball club.
Well, David, John Brandel, he's bowling, right? You know.
Yeah, he's bowling for Richard Boslicato,
Junior.
the offspring of Richard Boslicato Sr. Boz is just a great man. I had him for weightlifting last year, and he taught me well. We had great conversations. We always used to kid around with the Yankees and the Mets, and I'm just glad my Mets did better than his Yankees this year.
Dave, you're not the weightlifting kind of guy to me. You just don't have that kind of a body.
Oh, not at all. I didn't use the bench press. I'm lucky I could lift the bar. Let's just put it that way. Or just get that out there. I'm more into like strengthening up my shoulders and talking to
You
Boz.
are no
Jim
Magnus
Hook straight,
Samuelson, Dave.
working on the highlight video. That's just heart and dedication. And if you want a story about heart and dedication,
Look at that
here
pose.
it is.
Look at that.
My brother, Eric Suntup, is a student at Cornell University. He's an architecture major. And usually in architecture, you work late at night, and sometimes you have a lot of overnighters in the studio. And Eric Suntup was working on a project at about 1 o'clock in the morning. He didn't get a lot of notice about this project, and he cut his finger. So we had to go to the emergency room at Cornell. He was there for about 2 hours, and when he got out of the emergency room at 3 a.m., most people would think he goes back to his dorm and he goes to bed. Well, Eric Suntup, he's a dedicated man. He's like the taxi driver, get me back to the studio. And then Eric Suntup was there working his heart out on this architecture project, and he's there until 7 a.m. in the morning. That's just heart and dedication. I like to tip my hat to my brother Eric Suntup.
Dave, how deep was the laceration?
Well, it wasn't that bad. He's recovering. He's doing better. And
That's good.
Add to my story, bring up a great point. Later that night, after I ate dinner with him on Wednesday, because I toured Ithaca College on Wednesday, and then I went out to dinner with Eric. After that, he went back to sleep for 3 hours, and he got up and he played hockey. It's like he's a battle. He's a tough kid.
Intramural.
Yeah, intramural for Cornell.
Hand it off there up the middle for a little gain. So third down coming up for the Patriots. Steve Seyfried's in at quarterback.
Whenever you see the backup quarterback in, that's usually a great sign. That's all I could say. Especially in this kind of situation where Wayne Hills is up 30-7.
So Seyfried brings his troops. 4:14 remaining here in the ball game. Wayne Hills leads the Old Tappan Golden Knights 30-7. I'm Andrew Gayo, David Suntup, Parker Weston alongside me. Seyfried gives it up to Marson. He runs up the middle. He gets the first down. And Alex Jones has just checked into the game for the Patriots.
Oh, this is just a great moment. Alex Jones is a really hard-working player. I had the honor of being in his television production class last year. I love listening to his iPod. He's a really nice kid. I'm glad he's getting his time.
Me too. Jones is a good kid.
So now first and goal for the Patriots. Steve Seyfried leading his troops. Marson in the backfield. Jones, the left guard.
Imagine if they threw it past to Jones.
Well, he's not an eligible receiver.
Yeah.
But imagine if he was.
Oh, that would be such a great moment.
Jumbo.
It would be like Booga shooting a three-pointer and making it in the Gifford Gymnasium.
Unless they put him like Warren Sapp at left tackle as a tight end, that would be.
Or Jumbo Elliott.
Yeah, Jumbo Elliott.
Monday Night Football touchdown. Jets Dolphins.
Unstoppable. Anthony Chisholm also in the game. 2:56 remaining here in the ball game.
Speaking of Anthony Chisholm, last year brings back memories against the Fairlawn Cutters of the home opener. Probably one of the worst calls I ever did. Totally messed up the names of both people.
Toss there to Marson. He runs to the end zone. Leaps in for a touchdown. Which extends the Patriots' lead to 36-7. But David, back to your call. I mean, number one, you said it was Mike Peischel passing. And you said it was Anthony Chisholm. Now, what happened there?
Well, I wasn't paying attention to Ernie Mezzi when he was doing the PS, so I did not know Giampapa was in the game. And then I didn't know how to say his name. I didn't know how to say Anthony Chisholm's name. But Jeepa was a little disappointed with me after that call, and I felt really bad. But I made up for it this year because there's a couple of great plays that Jeepu has, and luckily I've been able to have the call to those plays.
Schultz, the kick. Low snap.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but on that touchdown, not only did Carlton dive into the end zone, he did a flip into the end zone.
Good observation there, P. West. As the cheerleaders are playing Dave's favorite song to dance to. I mean, David's out of control.
Well, they're not playing the Notre Dame theme song the last time I checked. Actually, Notre Dame fight song, that's what it's called.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks are on TV. Come watch the Knickerbockers win the Atlantic title this year.
That's a long shot.
I actually got a letter in the mail from the New York Knicks offering me season tickets.
Well, do you think
I threw it in the
Antonio would be
trash.
interested?
Pardon me?
Well, I asked you if Antonio would be interested, but you just said you threw it in the trash. So I guess
Antonio
not.
prefers the high definition and sleeping.
Also, the New York Football Giants have a huge game this Sunday at 8:30 against the Chicago Bears. It's going to be seen on NBC throughout the country. While the Giants, they have a lot of key injuries. Strahan, OC, Toomer's out for the year. LeVar's out for the year. Do you guys think the Giants could still win that game? And it's a huge game in terms of home field advantage in the NFC.
And December 3rd, if you go to the Young Men, Young Women Hebrew Association of North Jersey, the Ghost Knights will be playing. Undecided who they are. But
Who are the Ghost Knights?
Pardon me?
Who are they?
You don't know who the Ghost Knights are?
No. As Don Rossman just came up to greet the broadcasters, Don Rossman, he's just a great man. Him and Marie, they run a great household bound by their Tunistai estate.
Dave, going back to your question, if the G-Men can win against the Chicago Bears, I think it's going to be tough. They have too many key injuries. They always seem to have injuries on defense. I mean, that's what happened last year. They lost most of their linebacking core, and they had to start signing free agents halfway through the middle of the season. People that I've never even heard of, they started bringing up. But they were able to
Kevin Lewis came back last year.
To make it to the playoffs and lose to Panthers in the first round. So I think it's going to be a good game, and hopefully Urlacher will be out for the sake of the Giants' offense. And they need Sonoris Moss to step it up. I mean, that was a draft pick that they had high regards for, and so far he's been injured for most of the season. So in order for the Giants to win, they have to play a good defense, and they need key wide receivers to step up because now Toomer's down. All you have is Burris and Shockey, so you need guys like Tim Carter and Sonoris Moss to come and step up.
Elias Manning has shown moxie at the quarterback position, to say the least, this year. I'm a believer. And as you said, the receivers, Tiki Barber, quite frankly, that's all you need. And Brandon Jacobs.
Well, the Bears have been very vulnerable the past couple of weeks. While they totally demolished San Francisco a few weeks back, they look terrible in Arizona. Only team like the Cardinals can blow a lead like that. And then, at home against the 1-6 Dolphins, the Bears just played a terrible game, and they got totally demolished by the Dolphins. So there is hope for the Giants in this game. And another huge game for the Giants will be December 24th at home against New Orleans. Both games will have huge determination in home field.
Ray Van Penen is getting a little assistance from Margaret Doherty. Margaret's not in your shot, but there she is.
Margaret Doherty, she doesn't like the spotlight.
Yeah. So we're in a timeout here. 2:29 remaining in the ball game. 37-7 Wayne Hills.
So Heisman, you think Ray Rice can do it?
Oh, Ray Rice.
After playing last night.
Oh, well.
He's right up.
Well, in the beginning of the season, Matt Taylor thought it would be Steve Slayton. But I had to tell him, no. Ray Rice is the man to go to, and he's the best running back in the country. You heard?
All he needs is a bus or a train to go to New York City. He's no plane for him.
I agree, Parker, completely.
I'll give him a ride.
Well, he has a driver's license, so... Or maybe limo service.
Well, Melky Cabrera doesn't. He gets driven to the games by Robinson.
Well, Gary Sheffield, he now has an airport flight to Detroit. He was traded to the Detroit Tigers.
Who did he get traded for?
Gary Sheffield also traded to the Detroit Tigers, reunited with Jim Leland. Jim Leland actually posed for a picture with Mike Martinez that's hanging in his basement at the AAU Nationals in 2005.
Who did the Yankees get for Sheffield?
Second down for the Golden Knights. Ugo Abillo in the game. Joey Volpe in the game.
So this is the first time since Wayne Hills played at Ramsey back on October 14th where some of the second stringers are getting action.
Handoff there. Taken by number 20, Derek DaGosta, the senior.
Also, sophomore Brian Ogden is now in the game, and so is number 74, Matt Rubens. So
Ryan DiDerno
getting some action.
So we have a 3rd and 5 for the Golden Knights. Flags on the play. Oh, goodness. Come on, referees. You got to let them play.
Well, they want the time of the game to be a little longer. maybe they get paid more for every extra minute that the game goes on. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something up.
Yeah, David, you're balling.
So come out to Patriot Stadium on Friday, November 17th, as the Wayne Hills Patriots will most likely take on the Hornets of Passaic Valley High School. Game time will be 7 o'clock here, and the winner will most likely be playing at Giants Stadium on Saturday, December 2nd, if the game is held at Giants Stadium.
We don't know yet. There could have been some miracle a little ways down the Valley Road extension.
Well, Parker, you're a believer.
I am.
Old Pan hands it off.
You gotta believe. Flutie, hey.
Well, Rudy, yeah. I love Rudy.
Rudy, Flutie.
Hoosiers.
Rocky.
Second down.
Brian, get a shot on the tackle. Along with Matt Rubin.
Guys, I just wanted to make the announcement of my departure. I am leaving for tonight, but I will be back next Friday when the Patriots take on the Passaic Valley Hornets. And hopefully, if Dave can get me in, I'll be in the booth at Giant Stadium for
I'm clutch. Oh, yeah, Michael.
for the championship edition of Q's Corner.
Michael, before you leave, I want to comment on your performance tonight. I was very proud of your performance, and you were worried about choking. Well, you did not choke tonight.
Thanks, Dave. I'm a clutch player. I am like Derek Jeter. I come up when it matters the most.
Well, the rest of the Yankees choke in the playoffs.
Dave.
I mean, choke this past year, choke was the official soft drink of the New York Yankees.
Well, how about when Billy Wagner gave up 3 runs against the was St. Louis Cardinals? Swung
Actually,
the momentum
Mota was the one
around.
who blew that game. And second of all, the Yankees have double the payroll of the Mets. And you guys lost in
Actually,
the first round.
it's less than double. The
No,
Mets
it's double.
The Mets.
You guys choked this year.
The Mets have a payroll of around 120 million. The
No,
Yankees have a
100
payroll
million.
of now 180 million, Dave. So,
Well, you didn't go to Abreu and Lytle.
well, Dave, let's not talk about Lytle. That was very
Well, he was still part of the
inappropriate.
payroll last year. Yeah, I feel really bad for him and his family. That was really terrible what happened. But, well, spring training starts in February, so, Michael, I will see you next
We'll see what
Friday.
happens when the Yankees acquire Daisuke Matsuzaka and Barry Zito, Dave.
More
So-
money and more of a reason to laugh when they lose.
And more
next year.
rings for George Steinbrenner.
Thank you, Michael. And that is the ball game as the Wayne Hills Patriots just won round 1 of the North 1 Group 3 state playoffs as the Old Tappan Golden Knights are bounced from the bracket. Guys, Parker, thoughts on the game?
Wayne Hills had played an excellent game on defense. They kept Gato, right? Am I saying that correct? Go to.
It happens to the best of us, Parker.
That's all right. They kept Go-To from having big runs. The only mistake the Wayne Hills Patriots made was that 99-yard drive when Dave Ogden made that key penalty on a kickoff. Otherwise, right now, we would be looking at a 37-0 score. Other than that, Wayne Hills played a great game. Coach Olsen and his staff should be very pleased with the way the team played, and this is some good momentum going to the second round of the playoffs. So my hat goes off to the Wayne Hills Patriots and their coaching staff.
Great game by Wayne Hills tonight. Their offense is really explosive. Jeremiah Kale is getting more comfortable as the Wayne Hills quarterback with every snap. He did a great job. He did a really good job running the ball. And then also, he really got his receivers involved. He threw a lot of passes to Scott Schultz. And then the rushing attack, Ray Van Penen, he had a really nice long run in the third quarter. And then Carlton Marson also had a touchdown. And then the defense did a great job shutting down that running back tandem of Mo Gotu and Jamie Rowe. And Kyle Jansen really did not look comfortable in the pocket at all. So a great win for Wayne Hills. And next week, they're taking on the Passaic Valley Hornets. So it'll be another test for Wayne Hills. But I honestly think that Wayne Hills faced their toughest opponent tonight in terms of the first 2 rounds.
Thank you, gentlemen. And that's it from Patriot Stadium. We'll see you next week. Final score here, Wayne Hills 37, Old Tappan 7. Let's go to the credits. Have a nice night, folks.